So I'm introducing this as like our first episode, yeah? Our
It's
first
technically our first episode, but
yeah, our first episode before the first episode.
yes, we want.
Hey everybody, what do you know? It's the first episode before the first episode of the Books and Bex Wrestling Show. So I, as you all should know, am Bex. But to my wonderful, I have no idea what this is, right, left, you choose.
Well, I still have to do
Amazing
this as a
books.
30-something-year-old, so. And I'm Books.
He
Boo,
is Bill. Boo.
boo,
This is
boo.
we're jumping at you with the first episode that you didn't even know about because actually the next one is going to be a kind of
The real
first
first set.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
We had a really fun idea for Halloween and
mhm,
decided to switch it up.
you know, because
Yeah,
that's how we
it
roll here.
tracks. Yeah, that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Things, like I said, you never know what you're going to expect when you
you
turn on
never
this
know.
show. No, we have a brief outline, but then who
Hmm.
knows what's going to happen.
Who knows? What? Who knows?
This exactly. This episode is coming up super close to Halloween. We both love Halloween, even though like down here we don't really well, we decorate Halloween. You know, we like the vibe of Halloween, but we don't really Halloween. And of course, the amazing books is from almost like the land of Halloween. Would you say that?
The land of Halloween. Yeah, yeah. We are the land of Halloween. And if you
Mhm.
looked at my house right now, you would agree that my house is the probably looks like Halloween Town.
I
I've
love
had
that.
Halloween decorations up since September 1st.
You have done way better than what I have. I honestly, I have been like really like slacking on Halloween this year because we're not having Halloween at home this year. So like I'm always
Why
like
bother?
I've like like I'm like, oh, all this stuff about Halloween, and then the house is like sitting here going, what about me? Hello, I am
Hello?
normally Halloween too. Hello. So definitely gonna put like some stuff up because yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
rude not to. Yeah.
M Mine will stay up till Thanksgiving and then I'll switch to Christmas. But
Ah.
because Halloween stuff, it's a lot of pumpkins. So like
Mm, mm, mm.
and like orange color lights. So like it's very easy that that can go till November.
You can like move it in with fall,
Hmm.
like autumn.
And
Yeah.
and I watched Nightmare Before Christmas as a Thanksgiving movie, not a Halloween movie.
Ah.
So it
Ah.
only feels like a good idea to decorate for Chris, like take down my Halloween decorations and put up my Christmas decorations while watching
Yeah.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ah. So you have the whole you've got it sorted. You got it all
I've
planned
got
out.
it.
You got
Yeah,
it. I like that. I like
I
that
like.
a
Yeah.
lot. I'm down with that. In our house, we add like a little tree. It's just this little cute little tree. I put up like a lot more like colored lights because I'm like addicted to fucking like the shiny lights. I always have like, oh my God, bro. Like
Hmm.
when I was little and like my parents were off doing like, I don't know. And my brother, like my way older brother would like be looking after me. I would just like so like the Christmas tree would like be right down the end of the hall, right? And so like when I'd be like sitting there like in my room, like totally not sleeping, like that's all I would do. I would just fucking like just zone out and just
Hmm.
stare at the flashing lights.
There's something about lights and it being a vibe that just sits right with me.
Yeah,
Like I always have to
yeah.
have some type of like of the like, and I won't lie, my Christmas decorations stay up way past New Year's, like because I'm just so obsessed with like. Because like the Christmas lights are then like very wintry, right? Like you have twinkle lights and you have the little icicle lights, and it just looks so
Yeah,
Christmas. It looks so wintry, and it's like, why do I
yeah.
want to take it down when it's still winter? And I don't get, well, I purposely moved down south so I don't get snow. So the icicle lights and my snowflake lights are my only snow. Uh-oh, I froze.
Have we what's happened? What
Oh, there you
happened?
are. Okay. I don't know if I froze or
Did I
you
go
froze.
away?
You
Ah!
froze. I thought
Oh,
it was
I
me.
froze. No, no, no. Yeah, all right, we're back. Oh my God, what happened
Okay.
there? Shit, now I'm opening stuff. Jesus. All right. What was the last thing? What was the last thing you said before I like disappeared?
I think I said because I don't have snow, I like my twinkle and my
Ah, yes,
snowflake lights.
yes, 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 yes. And whereas down here, because it's summer, they're not like winter lights, they're like party lights.
Oh, I love that. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
send me
yeah.
pictures.
Definitely, definitely. Because I mean, I don't drink now, but back in my earlier days, and definitely always around Christmas, no matter like what your age is, slightly telling. Um, yeah, it was just like barbecues and drinking. That is what Christmas is down here. I shit you not. It is drinking, falling asleep in the sunshine, forgetting to put more sunblock on, and then waking up very like heat stroked, very red, very thirsty. So you go have more beer, and then you just carry on.
Well, I think I want to come visit you for
I think you have to.
Christmas.
I think you have to. You have to experience this. It's a whole new thing. It
Oh
really
my
is.
God, I want it so badly.
People go to like the beach and shit. It's basically just like, yeah, like summer fun times, but everyone's got like the time off because it's like Christmas. So yeah, everyone just like parties and gets like shit faced
Oh
and
my God, that's insane. I want that.
yeah. You will have it. This will happen one day. We'll like
It
live
will.
broadcast from the New Zealand Christmas. That would be awesome. That
I
would be
would love
definitely
that.
awesome. I definitely have to have, like a couple of little snifters during the day, yeah. That's for sure.
I love that.
But, but
Anyway, back onto
before
subject.
we have been getting far too jovial for the topic that we actually want to be opening up.
Yes. Yes.
First, before the first episode, I just realized this is going to be quite the going to be quite the introduction. So, madness.
Yes.
Have I mentioned that before? Was madness
Madness.
mentioned? But really,
Chaotic.
expect it always. Disclaimer: Books and Big Show, aka the Unhinged Madness Wrestling Show,
Hmm. With a
brought
tad
to you by
spicy, with some spiciness.
oh, a lot of spiciness,
A lot of
and we're
spice.
about to get
Out to
into
get
that.
spicy.
We're about to get
Um,
right into that. You lead us in, books.
yeah. I don't know what's happening right now, but there is an increase in
Mm-hmm,
misogyny in the
mm-hmm,
IWC.
mm-hmm,
And quite frankly, it's not okay.
mm-mm,
Wrestling is for all.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm really sick of like little men coming into my comments and getting upset when I say I don't need you to mansplain wrestling to me. Because again, I know how to I know wrestling. I was gonna say I know how to
Yeah,
mansplain. I actually don't know how to mansplain because I'm not a man.
that is a uniquely their skill. Mm.
Yes. I do know how to be a bitch when you tell me mansplaining does not exist, and I will work hard to get you to block me yourself.
It's
But
like trying to mansplain your own comment
yeah,
section.
and that's what was happening.
Mm,
Like, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I'm very vague on social media in particularly threads, because threads' algorithm is very sensitive.
yeah.
And hypothetically, if I'm talking about an almost sex trafficker,
Mm,
I really don't want to pick up the algorithm because the offenders of this almost sex traffickers
you do.
are fucking insane. Like
Yeah,
you're
they
not
are.
normal. You're
Mm-mm.
insane.
Yeah.
So I had people trying to mansplain my post to me and then say, "Well, mansplaining being vague to me." Excuse me?
What?
And then
What?
you start calling me. I don't even know if I should say the word. You know what I'm gonna say? And then call me a
It
cunt when I call you out. It's
right?
like misogyny right there. You don't get to call me that. You don't get
No,
to call me a cunt.
no,
You don't get to call me a bitch.
no, not at all.
But you will, especially if you don't respect my opinion. You don't
Yeah.
get to do that.
Uh-uh.
However you do, you may not agree with my opinion, but you respect it because everyone has
Yeah.
their own opinion.
Exactly. And I would just like to put in a little disclaimer here that all of us from the Southern Hemisphere, especially like Australia and New Zealand, we don't give you permission to use that word. You're not allowed to use that word. I think even maybe some of the British use that word as well. I'm speaking for them too. You're not allowed to use that word. You do not use that word correctly. You use that word in a misogynistic, disgusting, I hate all of women and the fact that you even like spoke up to me, misogynistic pile of shit way. You do not use it in the appropriate way, which is either joyfully at a friend or with actual venom against someone who truly is a cunt. You're a
Yes.
cunt, okay? You're the cunt. Moving on. Oops, I just
Moving
wanted to
on.
put that
Yes.
in.
So I think people listening need to remember that women are very much welcomed in the IWC. Women are an important part of the IWC. And what's heartbreaking to me is talking to women who no longer feel safe
Mm,
communicating about wrestling because of misogyny. And that
yeah.
is not what wrestling is about. And I don't really care if you think wrestling is a male based sport. It's not. It also has nothing to do with if you find a wrestler attractive. Because I
No.
see the way you talk about women wrestlers. Shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
it has everything to do with women getting to share their opinions on this sport, entertainment, whatever the hell you want to call it. You are going
Mm-hmm.
to respect women, or else you are going to start getting shit, and I will find you because for some reason you'll find me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go all Liam Neeson, and I will find you, and it won't be pretty. And
She
leave
has
my
a
friends
very
alone.
special set of skills. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Please know also right now, I mean, this is also one of the reasons why this show is created. Not just so we can just like, rabbit on and not have anyone interrupt us, but like kind of.
Yes, it is. It's to have a safe space for us to talk about our
Yeah,
unhinged theories.
exactly. And we want all of the women and perhaps even other people that have had more like
Yes, it's
softer views on things.
mm-hmm,
I want y'all to have it to know that you can say whatever you want here, and you
mm-hmm,
will not be bullied in
no,
our. If you are, if someone does make a comment, it is not going to be allowed, and we
no.
will definitely,
We
definitely
will, we
snap that
will,
up.
yeah.
And
I know how to,
I do feel like,
I,
sorry, just one more thing. I do feel
yeah,
like from this moment on, and especially as soon as everyone starts seeing this,
mm-hmm,
don't expect us to take any shit.
no,
Okay. And don't expect us to not defend our friends if people are piling on them. That's not
mm-hmm,
going to happen either. We're not going to leave anyone alone.
no,
And I do understand the argument of like not feeding the algorithm, but people are going to be caught up on their shit
mm-hmm,
and then they're going to be hidden and removed and put away.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
But
I was gonna say, because even when you try to avoid the algorithm finds you.
well, exactly, exactly. If people are coming in, like, there's not going to be, you will never find us, well, you may find books, but you'll never find me, little side book, coming in unless it's like a really derogatory opinion. If I come across someone's like opinion on something that I'm like, oh, okay, I do not see that at all. I'm just going to move away. And if it's enough, I will block you already, just like
Yeah.
gone. But if you're coming into the conversation with this attitude, you will be snapped at, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I've gotten to that point too. If you
Yeah.
come at me in a certain way, and it's very hard to read tone on the internet, but
Yes.
I can also figure out your tone based on kind of looking at your profile picture and other
Mm.
things you've commented because
Yeah.
I do my due diligence and I will look through your other posts to see if you just have an issue like is it just you don't like AEW fans or
Mm.
you just go after women talking about wrestling? I kind
Yeah.
of do look into this before I
Yeah.
go and base myself on, or I check to see who our mutuals are. I go and check before I decide
Yes.
my level of meanness. But if
Absolutely.
you're gonna come at me at a certain way and start calling me names or telling me my opinion is shit, I
Mm.
might before blocking you. rip you a new one. I am a recovering mean girl who has decided to use my mean girl ways to be
Okay.
a bully to bullies. Because at
Yeah.
some point, we have just let bullies get away with being bullies. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's okay anymore. And I'm really sick of hearing from other women in the internet and the wrestling space not feeling comfortable anymore to post what they want, being scared
Yeah.
to go on TikTok, being scared to do
Yeah.
this because men make them feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stand for that because I don't care what you think of
Subscribe
me.
to that kind of
And oh, you froze again.
like just only know like a certain amount of things, or like you've only watched like AEW, or like don't know, just basically just don't know what you're talking about. I'm 43 years old. I have spouted a lot of shit in my life, but I have never fucking posted any opinion of mine that I didn't fully know what I was fucking
Mm-hmm.
talking about.
Yeah, I only talk about
Mm,
what I know.
yeah. Don't spout
And
off engagement rage bait bullshit.
yeah, and I was, let's all be real. If you're posting on social media, you're trying to get engagement. Like
Of course.
we all know, like I, I like the posts I've been accused of rage baiting on are posts I didn't think anyone was going to pay attention to, and then the posts I think are like I'm purposely posting to rage bait get nothing. So I like like the one I got accused of rage baiting the other day. I was like, I was so vague on principle because I didn't want to rage bait. I didn't want to hit
Yeah.
the algorithm. I'm just trying to like put my opinion out there without pissing anyone off. So I'm purposely being vague. That's not
Yeah.
rage baiting. That is the
No,
opposite of rage baiting. That is me
exactly.
protecting myself. And yet somehow this has now turned into me being called a bitch, a cunt, like stupid, dumb, like being
Death
mansplained
threats.
wrestling. Like, like I
Exactly.
know,
This woman got death threats over her wrestling opinion.
yeah, that's not okay.
That's not okay.
Not
Like, what is
okay.
going on? And if, like, no matter what these ages of people are, if you even hear, like, if you see someone you know saying this kind of shit, like, why are you not like pulling them up on it as well?
Yeah.
Like, you're just letting them fucking say stuff. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
not like
That's
that's not being community. Like being
mm-mm.
community is fucking respecting people, calling them up when they say shit that is fully out of line, and then
Mm-hmm.
allowing them to learn, and then obviously giving them the space to learn. And
Yeah.
then if they're not learning, then you're like, well, you already know where this stands anyway, and you're still doing this, so you can't be here until this is not happening. And if that turns them into like a raging person, that's on them.
Yeah.
That's their emotional reaction for their like actions having consequences. And this is what we're saying
Mm-hmm.
here. Your actions have
Yeah.
consequences, and they're not going to be the consequences that you perhaps maybe desire. Mm.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
No, no.
I
But no, 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 you say.
I was gonna say, I joked. I said, I'm gonna give you attention because you clearly want it, but it's not gonna be the attention you are going to enjoy. It's going to be
Yeah.
the attention that may send you back home crying to mom.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. 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 And then he went away. Which was
And then you
pretty
go
fucking
away
quite
because
awesome. And then he
you
go
just
away.
can't handle it. So just the whole point of this is just to be respectful. You know,
Mm,
unfortunately, the wrestling space is very. We all have very strong opinions. We all have very strong feelings
mm,
about our favorite wrestlers, our favorite promotions,
mm.
and that's fine. But you have to be respectful. And I will always call out the hypocrisy. Now we're obviously filming this a week before Halloween, so obviously we all know what's happening in the wrestling community right now. And I'm just gonna say I've called out multiple people on hypocrisy this week today,
Yes.
and
Yes.
some people, like majority of people, are being very respectful and saying, okay, no, you're right. Like I had a problem.
Hmm.
If I said like I have a problem with injury time, I should have a problem with a year-long non-compete clause because that
For
shit's not worker
context,
friendly.
no, for context, this is obviously about Andrade and the whole bullshit contract thing, him not getting paid, and Books was expressing her opinions on this. So just a
Yeah,
little
and
context. This is what
and
yeah.
yeah, it's fine. And it's just be respectful, be courteous. We all have strong opinions. We all have a favorite promotion, and that's okay, and that's going to be normal. And
Mm,
just be respectful. And
yeah.
particularly remember that in a space that has been filled with misogyny for
So long.
so long,
So
so long, women are probably, I don't want to say sensitive, but women are here, and I don't think they're going to take shit anymore.
long. No, not
And
anymore. We we've
like
we've
it's
we've gone through the grace period.
yeah,
It's
you've
gone
had
now.
plenty enough time to accept that women are in this space. So
Mm,
if you have a problem with it, it's called therapy.
yeah, basically. You need to talk to someone. You need to
You
talk
do
this
need to
stuff
talk to
through.
someone
And if you
because
don't want to talk through this kind of shit, well, then that's just the kind of person you are. So
and
goodbye.
that's
And
when you
I'm
get
all down
blocked.
for, yeah, and I'm all down for that. Fine, you're happy, I'm happy. Woo, we're all happy. But like, it really, really does irk me when these, especially our friends, right?
Hmm.
Because we all have each other's back, okay?
Yeah.
We're all really, really supportive, for everyone, male,
Hmm.
female.
Oh, I'll come for any of my sickos. I'll come for.
Like the worst clapbacks from all men, at least male, like presenting freaking profiles on everything, like it's always nasty, nasty shit. And then they're like, I don't really want to post anything anymore. And I'm like, I can kind of see
Mm,
where you're coming
get it.
from that. But also, I would also like to encourage you to keep speaking and just say that I'll be there for you and I will be there
Hmm.
supporting you in your comments when I like see stuff, like for sure. Hey, even if I haven't seen it and you're getting like some shit that's like totally unnecessary, fully tag like one of us if we haven't seen it and we'll be there like that, right? Be like fucking
Yeah.
right on you, right on those social media comments. But for a long time there, I started using it in like the last maybe like week or so. For a long time, because on Threads, I would only use the hashtag subject topic thing, AEW threads, because I would find that if it was like, even if it was like a broad kind of wrestling opinion, um, if I use like the wrestling threads tag, that's when the bullshit starts coming in.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, this is one way I can like, protect myself, so to speak. I will just like put the AEW thread tag in because 9 times out of 10, don't get no bullshit from that. Get really
No.
good conversation. Awesome. So I have started using the community thing, right? And so far, so good. I mean, I haven't
So
said
far.
anything. So far, so good. I haven't said anything like opiniony just yet, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see
We
what
will see what
happens.
happens. But we just want you to know that we get it.
Hmm.
We get it from all
Yeah.
sides. We understand the not wanting to engage, cool. We understand the wanting to stand up for yourself, cool. We're there
Cool.
for wherever you want to be, and
Hmm.
we're going to be here to support you because we want to encourage more
Yes.
women's voices in wrestling.
Hmm.
And that, yeah, so that goes for all of us. This goes out for goes out for our gal Joshi G and sit down, shut up, mark out. This goes out for our girl Brett Michelle on the hard way. Like they're all working hard to get their women's voices out there. And we decided to combine our forces
Our
to
voices.
create this madness.
Madness.
Be stopped.
No, we will not.
Yeah, yeah.
Mwahaha.
Mwahaha. Mwahaha. Is there anything else you wanted to like
I, I I think that's it. I think you summed it
yeah,
up perfectly. I will have your
yeah,
back no matter what.
yeah.
Because I have been very lucky with our group of friends of people
Yes.
having my back.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I get mushy about once a week in our Discord about how much I appreciate our friend group because they come, they ride, like they will ride at dawn for me, and I will do that for especially women in the wrestling community that maybe don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
dealing with these trolls. Message
Yeah.
me, message
Yeah.
me. I will do it for you.
Yes,
But I
exactly.
will have
Because
your
it's so
back.
helpful.
Yeah, I will have your back. I will, if you need tips, if you need anything of like how to deal with it, because
Hmm.
I've done everything. I've just blocked, I've hid for everyone, I've fought. It really depends on my mood, what
Yes.
where my mental state is at, what I'm going
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
And it's a joke in our Discord that for some reason I attract them. I don't know what I do.
I mean, the girl has a big reach. It's like the woman has a major reach, right? It's like a curse and a blessing all at the same
Blessing,
time.
yeah, yeah. Now, if
I
only Threads would start paying me.
know, right?
um, but yeah, so it's just know that we're here for you. Know that we're trying to create and put out safe spaces and encourage women to use their voices in this community. Because I
Yeah,
maybe this is a biased opinion because I am a woman, but I think women have some of the best wrestling takes I've seen.
I think so.
I've all like no shade to our male friends. I love you all, and I
Oh,
think you have
goodness, no.
fantastic wrestling takes
Yeah,
as well. But I'm just saying I've
absolutely,
seen a lot
absolutely.
of like I see a lot of great takes from women that I wish there
Huh.
were more women in this space who got to share their takes and share their opinions and use their voice because I think
Yes.
I can see the what the IWC could be if more women spoke and joined,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it would be amazing and it would be so special. Um and if you are nervous, there's always AEW heels. Um
Very much so. Very, very much so. If you wanna start off like
mhm.
like behind the scenesy a little bit more, like definitely it's a very, very, very good safe
Very
space for
yeah,
all of your
very good
wrestling
save.
opinions. Very, very good
Mhm.
safe space.
Yeah.
There is a subscription, but it is a
There is a
yearly
subscription for you.
subscription. And I can't remember how much it is because of conversion rates, but it's very, very small for the fact that
It was 50 US dollars for a year
there you go.
and
And that's for a whole year for
a whole
everything.
year. And there's events, and we have Julia Hart next week that we get to be on an event with. We've had Evil Uno and Dalton Castle, and this has ended up being like a pep talk for heels. And
Yeah, it just kind of naturally progressed.
but
But
I've
yeah,
loved, honestly, I feel like AEW heels has helped me so much in my journey
yes,
into finding myself
yes,
on the
yes,
IWC. Um,
yes.
and
This is why
I will
we're
say, like,
suggesting this. Yeah.
yeah, when I go to Blood and Guts, I'm a part of the street team for AEW Heels, so I'm very excited. And it, you know,
Go
there are
say
a lot of
hi.
yes. Go say hi if you're going to be at the Blood and Guts show. I will be at
Yeah,
the table. And
yeah,
what was I going to say? There's so many opportunities too. Like that $50 has that's $50 I ever spent.
yeah. Me too.
And
Me too.
until I get my all week crate next week. And
And then that might be taking it over, but that's fine.
that will be the best $50 I've spent.
But
But
we just wanted to just let you know that you don't you don't have to keep your opinions private anymore.
no,
I
use your voice.
understand. Use your voice. If you're already like active and like what you want to say, we want to encourage you to say it.
Mhm.
because so many of us who have gotten more and more and more and more, oh, and we get like right here and kind of reach a ceiling, and you're like, fuck, I really want to express this to like a wider group of people and open up a discussion. That's a lot of bullshit that comes out of that. A lot of these people don't know how to discuss as well. They don't know how to have a conversation. You need to figure out how to have a conversation. You really do. That's going
Yeah.
to get you very far in life. So this is why we're doing this publicly, because we want to publicly encourage you to do it, whilst
Hmm.
also being very aware what is going to come across that, which is why we don't want to like just throw you out there to the wolves. We want you to know that we will also be there for you, and we will be your safe space. And there are these
Yes, we
other.
will.
Okay.
There are
We
other
just really
places for
wanted to
you
put
to
that.
go.
There
And
are.
there's
There
always,
are. If you need any advice.
yeah, come to us. I would also highly stress Blue Sky has been a very overall positive
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so that's where you want to start. Highly encourage it. Do not go to X. Do not go to Twitter.
Oh,
Do not go to X.
never.
Do not go there.
Never go there.
That that
Never
that
go
that
there.
is, and maybe stay away from Reddit and in particular Squared Circle.
Oh, please. Yeah, please stay away from there. Do not have a public opinion on any of the wrestling Reddits that are not
Not
AEW
AEW.
specific. Don't get sucked
No.
into that. Do not get sucked into that. You will end up having replies that you never even thought could even possibly happen.
I just
You know?
sometimes reading through Reddit, I'm like,
Jesus.
you said that out loud. You
Yeah.
said that out loud.
And then you agreed with that, and you kept going,
You
and you're
agreed.
still going, and oh look, you've said the same thing but in a different way, and we're going like,
Yeah, we're still going.
don't.
Like, don't. For your sanity, don't.
Unless you're in a funny mood.
I can't tell you the amount of times on my own Reddit page I have blocked and unblocked Squared Circle,
Many
depending on my
times.
mental state.
Oh, so many times. That is not a safe space.
It is not a safe
Not a
space.
safe space. And
And
yeah,
whatever,
going back
and
to,
no matter what they say, it is tribalistic in there. And
oh, very much. Oh, very, very much. I've seen some like really well-meaning like AEW fan, or even like an in a tweener, someone who's just like, I like everything, and that's not a diss. That's brilliant. I love everything as well, apart from the Wobbly Wobbly Republic because of their upper management bullshit
yeah,
and all of
the
that.
C-suite.
We know about this. Yeah, but I love everything else. So like, someone tries to have like their opinion of like this thing, and
Oh, is that
oh,
fun?
that poor little fan. Oh my God. Sometimes I do kind of like go in there and be like, dude, I like agree with you thing. It's fine. And then it's like, and it's like
Yeah,
running away.
I try. I try to upvote them. I'm like, I'm
Yes.
gonna upvote you.
Yes. Yes.
You poor
Yes.
thing. You tried.
Yes. Yes. You tried. You tried really hard. I'm going to give you a little boop because that's all I have the fucking courage to do in this conversation. So yeah, like
Yeah,
Book
I
said
did comment
earlier,
on
start
Reddit
with
today, and I
yeah. Oh
forgot which
yeah.
one it was on, if it was Squared Circle or AEW. All I know is I kept seeing, I keep getting notifications, and I'm very worried to check.
And like, oh no, is it the good one or is
No,
it the bad one?
it was AEW official.
Oh phew, oh phew, they'll be fine. That'll be fine. They know how to have a
I
conversation
had
over
18
there.
upvotes. So, hey, and all I said was pretty sure that's illegal. Okay,
You
me.
saw that? It's like, yeah, pretty sure that's
I'm
illegal.
pretty sure that's illegal.
But yeah, I want
Anyway,
to reiterate what Book said earlier. Yeah, if you're new to this whole thing, definitely go through Blue Sky first. That will be a lovely, nice little soft get you into like
yes,
conversation.
yeah,
Because even I'd say like I've seen I don't have the problem too much, but like Books has just said like all of this has happened on like threads basically, and
yeah,
other
and it's
people we know have had a similar thing. So
and
yeah,
it's definitely, there's an increase right now, I think, unfortunately, because there's a lot of
yeah,
people coming over from X to Threads, and
yeah.
um,
So
you
we
can
have
do a
that
lot
problem.
to minimize it by like muting words, blocking people, like
Yeah, muting
there's,
words is
if you
very
need tips and
helpful.
advice, I will give it to you because I have done everything. Like,
Yes, 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 yes,
I've
yes.
done
Absolutely,
literally
absolutely.
everything.
I've seen Books go through the
uh,
fucking roller coaster of every fucking way to like handle this shit. So
Oh yeah, and then I
Anyone
still get people,
knows.
oh, your algorithm. Like, what do you mean my algorithm? I literally have every form of WWE blocked on
Yeah,
my muted words, and yet I'm
somehow.
seeing posts.
Like it's helpful, but
CM
still,
Punk,
right?
Punk, Bill Brooks, any variation of how you can spell CM Punk. Yet I
Still
still
get it.
see his name pop up. So I figured out how to work the algorithm for my benefit, but unfortunately, that also meant I figured out how the algorithm works in my demise.
Oh, it does work against you sometimes.
It
So
works
yeah.
against me a lot.
So
I
once
do have a ton
again,
of
we're here
advice.
for you.
Yeah, we're here for you. If you need people to follow, or you know,
Yeah.
if you're private and you want like good people to follow, just let us know. We're more than willing to help. I
Oh
know
yeah.
so many great people to follow, and
Yes. 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 So many
so
wonderful
many.
women and really, really, really brilliant men as well. Like
Yes, yeah.
all
There,
of
I was
them.
gonna say
Yeah.
there is an
And
incredible
non-binaries, the
group
whole thing.
of just overall amazing human beings that
Yeah.
are
Just
in
good
the
humans.
AEW's good humans in the AEW space, and some of them
There
are
are.
WWE fans. I'm not going to criticize all of them. I have a couple of WWE only
No.
creators I follow
Hmm.
who I get my updates from. Despite still
Yeah.
having those words muted, I still see them all the time. So I said
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
And I would hate to think what kind of like bullshit they get.
I stopped reading one girl's comments because I was like, yep, nope, nope. This is why I don't talk about WWE anymore.
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing you can, if you're always feeling in a bit of a spicy mood, you can always say
You
something
can always
about
do
it.
that, or post that an almost sex trafficker sucks. If you're feeling really spicy, you want to piss
Oh,
people off,
oh.
or say CM Punk is overrated. See
Used
how
to
that
get me
goes
this
for you.
one time. I was feeling really spicy this one time, and I was like, fuck you all. He did something stupid. I think it was like, no, it wasn't before the blood money thing. He did something way stupid before that. And I got really, really pissed off with him. So I purposely wrote a fucking rage bait punk post, which I felt from my heart and was awesome. I loved it. And I like even put like the hashtag fucking wrestling threads on it. And I was like, fuck you all. Got nothing. Well, the ones thing I got like three and they were all agreeing with me.
Yeah, like I said, when you try to rage bait, it doesn't work. I like literally, you can tell when I'm rage baiting because I'm making sure the names are clear. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to like vaguely type who I'm talking about. I'll put in wrestling threads. Like I'll do all of the things to make it clear I'm rage baiting,
Yeah.
and nothing,
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing at
nothing.
all. Have a valid opinion and you're gone.
Like, but then when
There's
I
a,
do, oh man, that man with a neck tattoo sucks. Neck tattoo. How dare you talk about him like that? How dare you talk about the founder? He is the father of your company. No, the fuck he isn't.
I don't remember him being in the hospital giving birth to AEW. I don't
Neither do
remember that.
I. I thought it was Matt Jackson.
Yeah, I thought he carried him.
Did too. Poor Matt. FYI, Matt gets a lot of shit on this show in all the best ways.
Because we fucking love the Young Bucks so much. They are the best. And the fact that they can like take the piss out of themselves, know their worth, be serious, be silly, and be really fucking like wholesome and humble, and then absolute like up
Not
their own,
and not and then not humble because then they'll
and then
say,
not
"I'll
like so
I'll
not.
give
I
you
love
a
them
I'll give you a pearl necklace for shoot."
for shoot. I'll give you something for shoot.
Did you hear this last night? I don't know.
Oh,
God, it
oh
was
no,
probably I
what
think
happened?
it was Taz or Tony who went, is that a
Tony.
screwdriver in your pocket? And then Taz or Tony goes, no, he's just happy to see you.
It would have been Tony because Taz wasn't there. Taz's
No,
great
I
big
meant,
head
oh my God, I
shoulder.
meant Excalibur.
Ah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I was like, I stopped for a second. I go, is this supposed to be picture commentary? Did they literally just
Yeah,
go?
yeah. Did I miss a
Is
call
that
to ad
something in
break
your
or
pocket?
something?
What just happened here? Did we just really make a penis joke on AEW?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, you know. I freaking love the
I,
AEW commentary team. I wouldn't have any of them on my Apocalypse team, but
no, I
I
would
sure
not
fucking
either.
love them.
So I would have one of them,
Oh,
but I
good.
don't think he would last long. Now, speaking of, now we're going to talk about how you would want on your zombie apocalypse team, because I don't know, it seems like a fun topic. I would have
Topic
Brian
after we've gone so
Danielson.
serious.
Yes, yeah,
Oh.
now we're gonna have fun. I would have Brian Danielson. However, I don't think Brian Danielson would last long. I love him, but his neck is a huge liability in a zombie apocalypse.
Also, with all the respect, I don't think he would make the most smartest choices.
No,
I
no.
do think
However,
like running headfirst into the horde may be his first idea.
yeah. However, I would have John Moxley because it's John Moxley, and
Oh
I think
yes.
that man's already dead anyway.
Hmm.
So
So, ooh,
he's probably a good person to have. Like he's probably a good person to have on your side.
yeah. You know what? I get the vibe from like John Moxley that he'd also know how to like make a good barricade, right?
Yes, yes, and he's
Yeah.
already dressed for a zombie apocalypse.
A little bit too much flesh,
A
you
little
know.
too much flesh, yeah.
I think we need to cover up a little bit, unless
Now,
we're like, mm,
now,
hmm?
I will say Dean Ambrose would die right away. John Moxley would
Dean
survive to the
Ambrose.
end of the end of the zombie movie.
Dean Ambrose would be following Brian Danielson into the fucking horde.
Yeah. Like,
He'd be like, "We got this."
we got this.
I can just like
Like,
running.
his little Canadian character.
Fucking Brian Danielson's just gone out with like the blue Ranger mask. No, Blue Panther mask, sorry. You know, he's like, I have this on. I'm gonna be fine.
I'm gonna be fine. And going, yes,
Fucking Dean
yes,
Ambrose puts
yes.
on his like, yeah, yeah. Dean Ambrose puts on his fucking like vest, and he's like, well, I'm obviously fine. Up they go. Well, we're behind them, going, no, no, ooh,
Okay,
ooh.
bye.
we'll
Pass the
we'll
gun.
see you later.
Um,
We'll
I,
see you later when the
uh,
zombie version.
you know who would then come in really handy?
Ooh,
Darby Allen, because he always has
yes,
fire available.
yes,
Like
yes.
he has
That
a
man has
flamethrower.
weapons,
He
right?
has his own flamethrower.
And
Flamethrower. Why?
Molotovs.
And Molotovs. Like
They're very
that
handy.
boy. One is just like John Moxley. Debatable if he's already dead. Um,
Oh, he's definitely dead.
but
He's dead.
he's made out of rubber anyway, so I
Oh,
don't
very
even
much.
think if a zombie tried to bite him, it would
Oh
even do
no.
anything.
Oh no. No, not at all. He's well, I wouldn't say he's like dead, like, you know, like corpse dead, but he's like his like aging is dead, you know?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
everything in him is like what's that? Reanimated? No, that's more like a
Yeah.
zombie kind of thing.
He's
What am I trying to think?
almost
Regenerate.
like yeah, he's like a
Regenerate.
vampire.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that could explain a lot actually.
Yeah, it would explain a lot.
Oh, that does explain a lot. Oh, yeah, but no, he'd be perfect as well. And I was also thinking for this exact same reason, for the whole like not even human thing, is Yuka Sakazaki. She's a 6,000-year-old Oni. You need
Yeah,
one of them on your side.
you do.
You need one of
Um,
them. Yeah.
I was also going to suggest Orange Cassidy because I don't know what it is about Orange Cassidy. The man is so whatever that he would just
Yeah,
somehow keep avoiding being bit.
that is true. He would just always just casually just get away. And
Just
I think
casually
he'd
get
be a
away.
calming voice during the
Yes.
apocalypse.
Also,
Mm.
like the reason why I would want Willow on my team.
Oh
Willow would
yes.
be the
Yes.
heart and soul of your team, would keep everyone
Yes.
together, would be the mom. I could also see
Yeah.
her being like the doctor of the group, like, all right, let's get
Yes.
you like and like, oh, you're gonna lose your arm, but it's okay. Like she would just like
Yeah.
give you all the nurturing and calming vibes you need.
Yeah. And then she'd like teach you how to like wield one-handed and you'd be like,
Yeah.
away.
And then
Yeah.
then she'll go out on the field with you too and be like a total badass and be like, what the fuck, mom? Like
Hell yeah.
where'd that come from?
Exactly. Okay. Who else we got?
I have Sheeta. Have you seen that girl in the ring? Have you seen Sheeta with a weapon?
Oh
Have you seen
yes.
Sheeta with a kendo stick?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I want her on my team.
Yes,
I,
definitely. She is another one of those undead fucking warriors. Hell yeah.
yeah. I also said Kenny Omega, but that's just for the snuggles.
Yeah. Just for the warm vibes. No, no, no. He also has a very tactical place here. I think he would be
Yes,
very, very good at planning out the battles
he
and
would.
planning
I
out the
said,
getaways.
and I said because when he levels up. So he would end up being like your overall leader and
Yeah.
just like make it. Also, if you watch Dynamite, well, the go home episode to Wrestle Dream, you would see Kenny Omega being a very annoyed dad in the ring because his children, the Young Bucks, and his stepchildren, Jurassic Express, can't get along. And he just looks like a tired dad. And he's like, fuck y'all, just fucking behave and get along. We have bigger
Yeah.
issues to fry.
I came
So
back for
I
this.
think he would be a good. Yeah, why am I here? Like, first of all the three out of the four of you out here tried to kill me, and here I
Right.
am trying to move forward. And Jack, grow up. They didn't answer your call. Guess what? They fired me, and you tried to kill me. You
Yeah.
tried to rip out my intestines.
Right.
So I,
I
I
mean, I
feel
know
like
it's hard to keep up with all the crimes in AEW, but
W, but I have not forgotten these crimes.
they won't. No crime will go unnoticed.
no, no crime goes unnoticed. So I just think Kenny has this like leader explanation,
I
like
agree.
leader vibe, where he would just like
Yeah.
and plus snuggles, and you need snuggles
Exactly.
during a zombie apocalypse.
You really, really do. You really do to make yourself feel human again. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't
And
hug a zombie.
yeah, and then for no explanation other than he already has a farm, he has a horde of children,
Well, this could be
and
where we can
has
do it.
chickens. So
Everyone
we
needs
already
chickens.
have the Briscoe like compound to live at. So you need to have Mark Briscoe. Plus, it's
Of
Mark
course.
Briscoe, and I think he's another one like Darby and John, where you're just like, are you alive still?
Hmm.
Like, like, what are you made out of that you're just still like going?
I think that's why you can't put his like. I think that's why you can't get two front teeth anymore because
Yeah,
like his body just can't sustain
no,
new
they can't
things.
new
No,
things. Like he's just like
he's
no
all
explanation
one.
needed. It's
No.
Mark like
Yeah.
Kenny's your leader. You're at Mark Briscoe's house.
Yeah.
John and Darby are a liability, but you still want them on your team because they're gonna kill the most zombies and somehow not
They
get
are.
bit.
They are. They are.
And
They
then
are. We've got to give
you,
them their due.
and along with them, you'd also have Eddie Kingston, who's like, "Yo, I know the streets. Let's go. Like, I got
Yeah.
my street smarts. Like, here's ground level. Like, let's just like
He
tally
knows how to
ho
survive.
into." He knows how to survive. I mean, like, he is
Yeah.
a mad king, and
Yeah.
it's been a cold winter, and here's Eddie Kingston, and he's like, "I'm here. Go."
Okay, I'm gonna have to say we need my girl Julia Hart in there. She needs to like conjure up some shit, you know, put some
See,
protecting circles around us, that kind of thing, you know.
I think Julia Hart is the reason why we have a zombie apocalypse.
Shh. She's trying to make it better. Okay, that was a dark time.
I mean,
She
her
wasn't
black
aware.
mist could be the start of the zombie apocalypse. So she's just sitting in her tower with like throwing out zombies at us, like, you think you could beat me? Uh, here's some more zombies for you. Mist. So I would probably end up siding with Julia Hart in the long run because, like, you're not beating Julia.
Well, I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but now I know what side of the fence I'm on.
I'm bringing Kenny with us, so I mean, you can bring,
He's
you can save
transmissible.
one person. You can save one person, and we switch sides to Julia Hart.
We can take one with us.
No, no, no. We each get one, so you get
Oh,
yours too. Yeah,
ooh, ooh, I like that.
yeah.
I like that a lot. All right. I mean, I don't know. I got to bring Bane. I got to put Bane on my team because that woman
Oh
fuels
yeah,
my
she's. I mean,
like fire. She like,
she's an
she like makes
Amazon.
me think I can do anything.
Anything, anything.
I need
Um,
that confidence in the zombie apocalypse.
I I did ask my many followers
Yes,
who
many,
they would have.
many followers.
Um, I did get a Mark Briscoe because he's crazy and owns a lot of land.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, same thought process there.
yeah,
Uh, uh, Darby Allen because he's already got plenty of sharp objects, flamethrowers, and
exactly.
Molotov cocktails. Yep.
Exactly. That man, like his body bag is like that Mary Poppins fucking bag.
Yes,
Like
it just.
he could pull anything out of that.
um, John Moxley, Cope because he's good at swinging large pieces of wood with spikes.
I was
Yes,
thinking about him actually. I think he'd be a great warrior against the
yeah.
zombies. I do agree. Yeah.
Our friend Ghost Zombies team is Jay White, Swerve, Pack, Moxley, and let's be real, Kenny and Hangman are all I need to be safe. I mean, safe Ghost.
The man's not
Same.
a liar. Ghosty's not a liar.
um, I also have. You're gonna look at me weird, but the Death Riders as a whole, but Yuta would make a good distraction. So Yuta
Hey,
the zombies.
hey, that would be great because he wouldn't even know where they are anyway because of his fringe all in front of his face.
Yeah, yeah.
You just send
Um,
him out, and if he comes back, sweet, we'll just use him again.
we also have Mox and Marina to lead. Cool
Ooh,
Kyle for comedic relief, Tekla for
hey,
toxicity, which Tekla would be
yeah,
smart because she can make poison,
yes, no, that's
and
smart.
Willow for endless hope. A lot of people have Willow as like we need sunshine, and it's Willow. Like Willow is a pure
Exactly.
soul.
She
um,
is. I love that she has that. She is, oh no, she's the, well, she was originally the only one that could, that has refused the black mist, but Harley also overcame the black mist too. She says something. Mhm.
Moving on to threads, that was Blue Sky. This one's easy. Samoa Joe, Kyle Fletcher, and
Mm.
Thekla.
Yeah.
Uh, more Briscoe, Kylo O'Reilly, Harley
Yeah.
Cameron. Now, I think Harley would try and be friends with the zombies. So I love
Yeah.
Harley, but I don't know if I want
Mm.
Harley on my team.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She will. She'll make a puppet of them. She'll try to
Yeah,
talk to them and like their own language through the puppet. She would be
it would
that.
not be pretty.
No,
And
she'd
I
be the
love
one that
her.
accidentally would leave the back door open. We'd all be fucked.
I really like this person's answer. Darby Allen, flamethrower. Jack Perry, knife and blacksmith shop. Yes, we
Oh,
black
it's a good
Jack
point.
Perry needs to come in. Also, I would
Yeah,
also think the Bucks are dying right away. They'd be too worried about their sneakers to even care.
yeah.
Like
Sorry, darlings, but I
Matt
think you're
and Nick would
gone.
be too. Yeah, you're gone. I love you guys, but you're gone. Um,
Sorry, you know what you could do though? We could keep them and just keep them in like a secure cage.
we could, we could.
Moving on. And then
Moving on.
that's how Harley ends up releasing them all, and we all end up dying because she tries to talk with them and get them out of their zombiness through like talk therapy.
um, Will Hobbs because he's a powerhouse. Yeah, yeah,
He truly is. He truly
he
is.
truly is.
He would be great for like, if you've got a big shield or something and
Mhm.
you need someone to just barge through a whole bunch of them because we're like
Yeah,
trapped somewhere. Yeah.
Mark Briscoe, farm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a given now. We're all
And
going
then
to Mount Briscoe's farm.
yeah, this is my favorite use of someone as bait, and it's Don
Really?
Callis.
We have like Don Callis on a hook and we just kind of like dangle it in front of them like fucking like you dangling like an apple in front of someone. We just dangle fucking Don Callis.
But this person also added, but he also has the ability to recruit like 18,663 of the best wrestlers available. So he might be worth keeping around.
They do bring up a point.
Yes, they do.
They do
Um,
bring up a good point.
yes, yes. There's a couple of Brody, but I'm going to touch on why I
Oh
think
yeah.
Brody is not going to be a good one in the
Hmm.
next segment because,
Oh.
which also kind of tracks for Darby Allin, but Darby Allin's made out of rubber, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Oh, we could essentially also, if we're speaking of rubber, our TBS champion Ultimo Monet, she is
Yes,
also made out of rubber, which
she
is
is.
why I think
But
her and Yuka would be so good because they can't get bitten.
I also think Mercedes would just try and get a belt off of a dead wrestler and end up
Of
getting bitten
course.
herself. So
No, but she would go out there with others though.
I
She
would
would
hope.
probably have her own, yeah, she would probably have her own survival team actually,
Yeah, yeah,
purely
yeah.
for
No,
like
no,
the
no,
sole
no. They
reason of,
would.
yeah.
Mercedes would also be in her own tower
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just going
with
for like the
minions.
belts.
Yeah, just going for the belts. Oh, look, there's Charlotte Flair. I'm going for her belts.
Like she's
Charlotte's
like
a
that, like
zombie.
she's like that, like side villain. Like she's not like the villain that like
Yeah,
created like the zombies, but like she's like that side villain that doesn't make it any easier on anyone else. And all she wants is like all these belts. So she's got all these like minions, like yeah, like going out and like
yeah.
causing ruckus for like anyone alive, zombie. Ah,
And I can't tell you someone else I think would not be a good choice because it falls into the next category.
well, that's a good
Yeah,
segue into the
that is a
next
good
category. If we're
segue.
done with the
I
apocalyptic,
think we're done. I think we're done with
yeah,
zombies.
yeah,
Um, I love zombies. Okay. So in
I
honor of
love zombies
Halloween,
too.
we're also gonna do our like AEWs as horror film tropes. Um,
Yes,
so really I've thought about and I figured we can just go bananas while talking about this is
yeah,
the first to
like
die,
usual.
the final
Okay.
girl, which also includes boys, but let's be real, the term is final girl for a reason,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
secret killers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I might know what you have about Brody now.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
yeah, no. So obviously, first to die is Wheeler Yuta. Like, and that's like a sacrifice. Like to the killer,
yeah,
here's Wheeler Yuta. You can have him.
yeah,
Cause fuck
yeah,
you, Wheeler Yuta. Like no one wants
yeah.
him. And I might even
Oh,
throw Danny Garcia in there right now.
thank you, because I was literally about to say, well, can we just like throw like Garcia in there as well? And like I would personally be kind of like shoving Daddy Magic out the door, but making sure no one else saw me. And then if they all asked where he was, I'd be like, I don't know, I didn't see him
I don't
anywhere.
know where Daddy Magic followed Danny out the door, and I had nothing
Oh,
to do with it.
I
I didn't
said,
see any.
no, no, Daddy,
Weren't you on
Daddy.
duty? Uh, I fell asleep.
Wasn't I on duty? That's a good question.
I
Now,
don't
when do
recall.
you think?
um, there's also to me the sacrificial, like the person who sacrificed themselves to be the
Yeah,
hero. And
yeah,
that is
yeah.
you have Darby Allin, who would totally go run off and meet the killer head on. But you also
He
have a
would.
Brody King, who is a king amongst men, who would
Ah,
try and
yes,
go after everyone. And I
he
think he would
would.
also do that in a zombie apocalypse. Like he would end up trying to go talk some sense into Julia, and
He would, because of their history.
Julia would mist him and make him the king of her zombie horde, and it would suck.
It would
But
suck, because
like
then he would come back and we'd have to like,
we
well,
would have
now we
to,
have to.
but yeah,
But we could send
Brody.
Willow out. We could send Willow to try and counteract that. I
We
know we're
could.
going back to the apocalypse, but
They're all kind of tied. Like
they very
it's
much
like
are.
um but yeah, unfortunately I think Brody King and Darby Allin are
Yeah.
those Darby Allin is less heroic and more daredevil. But
Yeah.
Dar-
Yeah.
Brody King is definitely more like of a heroic, like I'm gonna save
Yeah.
everyone and I'm gonna go out there and abolish all the zombies and the bad men in masks that are kidnapping people.
He would have a really good start though, I think. I can just like envision him like stage diving off the top of our like compound and like just
Yes,
wiping out like a
wiping.
whole bunch of them. And then like, like and then like fucking cannonballing into a whole bunch would
Mhm.
create like, these chaos, but they will
Yeah,
eventually,
die. Yeah,
yeah,
I just
yeah.
like
And
again.
he'd
I'm
do
gonna
that
say
without us
Orange
knowing.
Cassidy is not making it to the end because he's gonna be so whatever that the killer is just gonna sneak up on him
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and that's sad.
That really is. He probably won't even know he may slightly know what's going to happen beforehand, but he'll just be like, oh, and then he'd be dead. And then even as
Yeah,
a corpse, he'd be like, okay,
no, I'm dead.
I'm a corpse now. All right.
And unfortunately, I think like a Hangman Adam Page and a Swerve Strickland are kind of gonna go the Brody King route where they think they can defeat the villain, that they
Yeah,
like kind of go for a like sacrifice play, like a
yeah.
heroic sacrifice play because they're gonna try and outdo each other at the same time while trying to kill the bad guy.
But what if they have the arc where like this whole like inner turmoil against them, and then they finally end up at like the final like end, and they're like one of them is like literally almost dead, and the other one is like hanging on for life, and then they finally realize that they're not that different after all.
That
And this beautiful light comes in between them and they merge with like the respect of each other, and then they like go like bonus up and then like
that would be the end to a beautiful love story.
okay, yeah, no, that's not horror, but I know what
But no,
you
I mean
mean.
like it could be like a fantasy horror.
Ooh,
But I think if they were going up against like a Jason Voorhees or someone, like Jason would just sit there being like, "Y'all are killing each other," and just like I'm done with this, and then shh. Like one fell swoop
exactly.
too. It'd be like
Yeah,
like
it would. It
Hangman
would.
Hangman will be stabbing Swerve with the with a needle, and Jason be like,
Yeah,
I'm over you too." And just shh.
they're like right like this to each other, and then so it's just got the perfect little like when they're like both of their heads go bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah. I mean, same with John
bloop.
Moxley. I John Moxley's
Mm,
not making it to the end.
no, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. And as we discussed earlier, Harley definitely isn't.
No. And a lot of people, when I posed this question, had Harley Cameron as their final girl. And I'm like, you realize that
Okay.
Harley likes to make puppets and
Yeah.
then try to reason with the person she's not feuding with, but is trying to get on their good side with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Harley is going to end up being like like I don't mean this in because I am a despite my hair being brown right now, I am a natural blonde. Um Harley kind of has the dumb blonde character written all over her, going, I can save him. Me and my
She
puppet
has
can
big
save him.
eyes.
And then go up to like a Jason Voorhees and goes, Feel the wrath! And then Jason be like, Bitch, you're nuts. And whoop, she's dead.
You couldn't keep her quiet either. You wouldn't be able to hide as well. Like she wouldn't be able to hide. She'd be like,
And
"Look,
we would
I've
end up
got
being like, oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? What was that noise? What was that noise? Charlotte,
yeah,
Harley, shut up!
shush."
Just shut up! Just like everyone had also some people had Tony Storm. Tony Storm would be like, oh, hello, you evil man.
Oh,
I am
she'd be
Tony
squirting
Storm.
too much.
Here's my shoe. I'm going to kill you with my shoe.
Yeah.
and then because what is you
And
gonna do
then
in a horror movie? This
oh,
isn't
I don't
wrestling.
know. The thing is with Tony Storm, right? Is like say she finds Harley, okay? And Harley has like been taken out. Or Mina. I love Mina, but Mina would
Mina's not
also
making. She's gonna end up dancing before the
she's gonna
guy
end up
gets there.
dancing. She's gonna be in wonderful lighting. She's gonna be feeling herself. She's gonna start dancing and then it's all gonna go down.
Jason comes in
I
and kills
think
her. I don't know why I'm so
exactly.
focused on Jason Voorhees. There's plenty of other horror villains. I'm like Jason Voorhees.
Jason.
It's
I
Jason. It's
love
Jason.
Jason as well. I like he's always been like out of those, like
Yeah,
although I do love a Pinhead as well. Although Pinhead like seriously like scares me, so I don't really like joking
yeah.
around
That's
about.
why it's also like Freddy Krueger. The whole nightmare thing just does not sit right with me. And then I just find Michael Myers so well. I'm just like I hate Michael Myers, so I'm just like
Yeah, they blew him up and brought him back too many
yeah.
times, and I'm like, I can't with you now.
Mm.
I can't. I just can't with you. With Jason, it makes sense, and he's got like the big thing, and he does
He even
like
has
the
the machete. He likes to
exactly.
like Freddy. You can only get if you're dreaming. So like Jason just makes more sense right now.
Exactly, which means Cody Rhodes will be down like just like that from
Okay, he's gonna see that neck tattoo and be like, I don't like that. Dead.
well, Cody Rhodes is always dreaming. So
He is always
Freddie will
dreaming.
get him. Freddie
Good.
will get him real quick.
Good. If you can't tell, I have never been a fan of Cody Rhodes and will never be a fan of Cody Rhodes. It
No.
has
It,
nothing to do with him not being in AEW. The only
no.
contribution he has to my life was fuck the revival.
Yeah,
Um,
because that was
and that
fun.
is about it.
That was
Yes.
funny. Even his whole like thing on fucking BTE, like that played out.
Oh
That
God.
played
So
out.
I think
Oh,
BTE ruined Cody for me because I found him so irritating that I was like,
mm,
why is he on my screen? And I would
yeah,
I would fast I would like
yeah. And I
10
think he was
seconds ahead,
kind
10
of
seconds ahead.
yeah, and I think he was kind of meant to be a little bit irritating, but it was working too well.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
And
I'm
if
gonna
he
put Cody
wasn't, well
Rhodes on
then
first to die because I sacrificed him
oh
to the killer, so
yeah,
I lived.
exactly.
Here,
Exactly.
you can have this guy as long as you don't kill me.
Yeah. Here, I've got the perfect thing for you,
I
okay?
have the perfect guy. You would just spend 5 minutes with this guy, and you'll agree, and you'll find like, yeah, she's doing the world a favor. I'm
Yeah,
gonna save her. I'm gonna let her live.
I need to save myself from this
Yeah,
right now.
and you know what? For shits and giggles, I'll also play
Yeah.
you his song, and you can hear adrenaline in my soul. Look at my stupid neck tattoo, and you'll just agree with me, and you'll say, "Let me live." So here's Cody Rhodes. Here's my sacrifice to Jason. Have Cody.
A ambulance in my soul. Please,
The
oh please
ambulance is
kill
not going to
Cody
save
Rhodes.
him. It's not going to save him now. I just sacrificed him to Jason.
Please take my offering of Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Ah,
Oh,
that was funny.
that was
That
good.
was
God,
funny.
I hate him so much.
Oh my God, he's so irritating. He's so fucking irritating.
He's
Um,
literally probably the only person I'd be like, actually, here, take.
yeah, like for real, like there's no discussion. There is a wonderful new AEW fan. I can't for the life of fuck remember their handle on threads, but they've been going through and like fully
Oh,
cat
yes,
like going
yes,
like the
yes.
big, the one I'm talking about. And
Yeah.
every now and then they'll get like this post and they'll be like, when does this end? It's like the more
It's
this
like
goes on, the more I hate Cody Rhodes.
it's like WWE fans who did not watch AEW at the time when Cody Rhodes was on, that are now watching when Cody Rhodes are on, understand why AEW fans
Yeah.
hated Cody Rhodes. They're like, oh man, they were
We get
right.
it now,
Yeah,
right?
we didn't turn for any other reason
We
other than
didn't.
he was fucking annoying. Like,
He did it all himself.
that's when people go, you don't like Cody because he's at WWE. I've been a Cody eater since 2020. What the fuck are you talking about?
I wanted him to go to WWE for so
I
long.
was like, yeah. He left, I celebrated.
We were like,
Oh, Cody's
finally.
gone.
Yeah,
Same
yo, he
when
did
Ricky
it to
Starks
himself.
left. You're never going to see me missing Ricky Starks. I didn't like him. He would have also been another sacrificial lamb to the slaughter for me. Here, have Ricky and his stupid hoo. I'm the revolution. You ain't shit.
He's also one, that would like totally get killed first because he
Yeah.
would just like go to like think he's the man and go to like
Yeah.
fight them. Yeah.
Yeah. Have him. You can have him.
Yeah, and then whoosh, off his head. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. You having fun? We're having fun.
Yeah, I realize there's only two wrestlers I actually truly hate. And I don't care if they're the best people behind the scenes. That's Cody and Ricky Starks.
Yeah. Sorry.
I jokingly want to sacrifice Yuta and Danny Garcia.
Yeah. Like the whole, and I mean, even like, I mean, yeah, I would be secretly pushing him out the side door, but even the Danny Magic thing.
I would feel a little bit bad that I did it.
I would feel bad because it would hurt everyone else.
Yes. You know who else I think would secretly die pretty quickly? And this is gonna kill me. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Oh, dude, he was in my head. Yeah, he was someone I was going to bring up for this exact same thing, for kind of like the same kind of reasons. Like his heart is too pure,
Too big.
and
Yeah.
he would just like go out there and like he'll be bit on the foot or something because he'll like go to kick them, and then like it will. Oh, like even like being like sorry, I'm going backwards and forwards with the zombie thing, right?
That's fine. I kind of figured once we got into the horror movies one. Zombies are horror movies. It's just like they should just all be one.
Thing. Yeah. But yeah, he'll end up like kicking them in the face and like they'll bite him. Yeah. We'd know if it happened because he'd have shoes on.
Yeah. I'm also, again, I'm going to say the Bucks don't make it. They're going to be too concerned with trying to save their shoes or their bag of money or calling everyone ungrateful or screaming fickle. And I love them, but they're not surviving.
They're not surviving. No, they've become a little soft buck, and no, they would be way too. They would try to like hold up and like I don't know their walk-in closet with all their things and all this kind of stuff. But the problem is they would always keep thinking of other things out there that they want to go save.
Yeah,
and
well, and then and at some point, because they used their own sacrificial lamb of Brandon Cutler to go out and get one of the first things they need, and then Cutler did not come back.
They'd be fucked. Like they shouldn't have done that. No, they should not have done that.
Because the Bucks would sacrifice Brandon Cutler pretty quickly.
Very much. Very, very, very much. And I think Brandon Cutler would, he's got that like whole Dungeons and Dragons D&D thing, I'm sure he may even have a slight grandiose idea that he could take this on and all this kind of stuff. And, he's now got those rippling muscles and his wizard beard. He may think he's like, top dog on that, but yeah, I think he's going to go
unless he faces death and is the secret killer.
Oh, I could see. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, I can see Brandon Cutler being the secret killer. Yes,
the Bucks
and that's how the Bucks die.
Yes, the Brandon Cutler's just had it. Actually, Brandon Cutler's his own secret villain, in this horror
Yes.
movie, and he just does the bugs
Yes. And
with
then
a
when we
knife
all
that Jack Perry made him.
yes, and he'd have that knife like in his hand, but he'd be crying and like holding them all. So when we all like coming, the obligatory we all find each other again moment, we'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't be suspicious because he'd be so distraught. And then he'd
What?
just drop like the Jack Perry knife. And then we all just turn and look at Jack Perry. And he'd be like, no, 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 I didn't have anything to do with it. And then like Brandon Cutler just like bursts into like an emotional rage and then just stabs him before he can like, make any of us realize that it's not him.
Yeah.
Perfect criminal mastermind.
Also, I think Jack Perry be working with the killer as the weapon maker.
Oh, very much. Very, very much. Very, 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 very,
And
very, very.
and
Why he
Luchasaurus
kills
is
him?
and Luchasaurus is his assistant. Because you
Yeah.
can't kill a dinosaur, so
No.
Luchasaurus is an obvious final
No.
boy, but like in
Yeah.
the sense that he's technically on the killer side, and we all know in
Yeah.
horror movies the killer's never dead.
No, he would definitely be the after the credits, we like kind of fade back in and he's like working on something. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. He has like
Yeah,
Jack Perry. He has Jack Perry on the same like laboratory bed that like
and
he
he's
was once
resurrecting.
on.
Yeah,
That's what's going
full
on
circle
there.
moment. I'm
Full
also gonna
circle
throw
moment.
out coming back to another sacrificial lamb we mentioned earlier with
Oh,
zombies.
yeah.
I'm sacrificing Don Callis. I don't care. Don Callis is being thrown to the lambs, being thrown to the killers. I'm pretty sure Jason would hate the stupid scar on his head and just be like, I'm gonna make that even bigger and stab.
Jason goes up to him. He like Don Callis has been like shuffling around with like his fading out fucking torch because we didn't give him one with good batteries in
No, we
it.
didn't
Of
give him
course
one.
not.
Yeah.
He's got like I don't know. He's got like a little tiny like I don't know like a little letter opener or
He has this
something.
little no, he just
He has
has a
this little
screwdriver.
he has his little screwdriver. Yeah, he's got his little screwdriver and his little like fading light, and he's like walking around like, and then he like does the whole like he like turns around and then like Jason looks at him and like just wipes his fucking forehead, takes off the makeup of that scar, and he's just like,
Bitch. Stab, I'll give
and
you
then
one.
he would be a good one to be killed by Michael Myers because Michael Myers is like the giant thing, and he can just like stab him directly
Yes.
where like the scar is. Yeah, that's
Yes.
totally
Yeah.
a Michael Myers
Yeah.
thing to do.
That's
Yeah,
a Michael Myers kill.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I do see Okada living to the end because
Oh yeah.
he's just
Oh,
gonna troll the killer and be,
oh yeah.
bitch, I hung up, I hit the wrong button. And then the killer's just gonna get so annoyed with him, but not in the sense of Harley Cameron annoyed. He's just gonna be like,
No,
you know what? I'm not dealing with you. You are,
you're too much.
you are a different type of evil man, and I don't want to deal with you.
Exactly. You see like Okada at like the beginning of like part two or something, and he's like chuckling to himself watching something, and you're wondering what's he so happy about? And he's like rewatching all like, the destruction that happened. He's like, that's so funny. Look what I did. Yeah,
It's a good
yeah.
idea. Yeah. That's Okada.
For sure, for sure. What were our other I remember Final Girl, I
So there's
remember
also Final Girl and
the
like
one.
Secret Killers.
Secret Kill.
Secret Killers.
Yes,
So
yes.
I have a Final Girl written down of Sky Blue, but it's only because she's an undercover agent for the Secret Killer. That is Julia Hart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Sky Blue comes in pretending to be our friend,
Mm,
and she's
yes,
she's the Final Girl because her and Julia were working together.
yeah. Like the final girl gets like betrayed fully at the end, and then
Yes.
like, yeah. And
Yeah.
then like Julia comes in like behind Sky and she's like, watch out, Sky behind you. And she like turns around and they do that whole trope of like, oh, she stabbed me. And then like they turn around and they're like, she's like, it was a ruse all along.
It was a ruse. Um, I my pick for final girl is the one and only Willow, because let's
Oh,
be
of
real,
course, the hero of the locker room has to. Has
like
to.
there's just no way she's not making it to the end.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And I
I
also have
also,
Kenny.
sorry, I was also
I was
going to
also
say, I also put Penelope Ford in a final girl
yes,
as well. Hmm.
yes, she would be a good final girl. She has that,
Hmm.
especially because she's friends with the bunny.
Yeah,
So they have enough
exactly.
horror movie credits
Yes, yes,
amongst them
exactly.
that like they
Yeah.
would survive.
Oh, very much. Oh, very much. Sorry, you're going to say about our
I said I
dear,
also
dear
have
man.
Kenny Omega because he's the cleaner, so obviously he's living because he has to clean up the mess.
Someone has to.
Because what someone else I have a secret killer is MJF, so I can just see Kenny going like, motherfucking MJF created this
Yeah.
fucking mess in our locker room, and now I gotta clean up after him. Oh my god, why are my children fighting again? Why is Jack stabbing Brandon Cutler? Why is Brandon Cutler stabbing Jack? I'm out of here. I'm a
He like
tired dad.
he like calls up
Going home to
Okada.
my cat.
He calls up Okada. He's like, "How the fuck do I get blood out of fucking vinyl? What the hell?"
Yeah, what the fuck, Okada? And then Okada says, "Hey, bitch, you want to watch a funny movie?"
Yeah.
It's Cutler killing the Bucks, and they're just sitting there going, "Ah, bitch."
With Brandon Cutler all along. Ah,
Ah,
gotcha.
that makes sense.
That
That's why we're alive.
explains.
That's
That
why they
explains.
lived in this. Why they lived in that horror movie, because the Bucks are the real villains in that one. Because poor Brandon
Mm.
Cutler, Kenny
Yeah.
Omega, and Okada were always nice to him, so he was like, "I'll let them live."
Exactly. Exactly. He can't do that. He can't do that. You know,
However,
he's
do
gone
you know who?
deranged, but
Yeah, do you know who Brandon Cutler's first kill was?
who?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, your ambulance now, bitch. Stab.
That's what you get for trying to control me and BTE, bitch.
Bitch. Should I take your boots and put them in the middle of the ring, you bitch?
Bitch.
You would just like to point out that this is not a safe space for Cody Rhodes.
Unless you're a Cody Rhodes fan. And that might not be a safe space for you either.
No.
No.
No. I have to say when it comes to like real Venom, he gets a lot of it. He gets a lot. And that's only because I just can't be fucked talking about that piece of shit punk. And Wheeler Yuta gets
Also
a
dead
lot,
pretty
but that is
quickly.
all in like joy,
Yeah.
you know. That's
And
all out of
I
it.
will say, our friend Ghost did say his final girl and boy is Harley and Speedball. I'm so sorry, Ghost.
Ghost, if you're still here,
we're,
if
we're
you're still
sorry.
here, you know we love you.
Yeah.
We're
I,
so
I did
sorry.
save I did save Kenny for us.
Yeah. You have Kenny?
We have Kenny. Is that
Also,
okay?
also ignore what I said about the whole pushing Daddy Magic out the side door. I mean,
Yeah, that like I said, it was she's not pushing Daddy Magic under the door. Wink,
no,
wink,
never, never.
wink. um, someone has Queen Amanada for the final girl. Yes, I can see that.
Oh,
I can
yes.
see that.
Hell yes. No, her strength and her will, she's nah. Ain't
Hmm.
no one killing her. Ain't no one
No,
killing her. She's not, she's gonna have a couple of like, oh, like her arm might be a bit fucked, but she's
but
surviving.
she survived.
Yes.
We have a Thekla, which again I
Oh
could
yes.
see, but I think it's because she's friends with the killer.
Column A, column B. It's all survival at the end of the day. In the background, you see me
So
just scampering away, like, don't look at me.
here's a good one for you. Left for Dead AEW edition. Darby Allin, Queen Amanada, Daddy Magic. Again, Ghost, we're not killing Daddy Magic. Wink, wink.
No, he's not
Lots
juicy
of
and tasty.
lots of Willow is the final girl. I'm glad everyone is on the same page. Willow is the final girl. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Honestly, I think like with everyone, like literally with everyone, I don't know anyone who could hate Willow Nightingale like at all. Like she's like got it. She has all of it. I love her so much. Yeah, nah.
I feel like this one first to die, Matt Caster. It would be Matt Castler and Anthony Bowens arguing at the same time.
Yes!
They'd be first to die together.
They're another one that you couldn't shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd all be trying to hide like the same, like behind the same curtain. And it's like you just see their feet like shuffling around, the curtains like fucking going like this.
This is funny because I did not. So, I'm reading a lot of these for the first time. Final
Oh,
Women.
awesome.
Julia
Yeah.
Hart, but is she secretly the villain?
I love how we're all like just like everyone has like their very clear path.
First to go is Harley Cameron because she's trying to make friends with everyone. Yes!
Yes, exactly. We all know it. When she said that, like, when she said that line about like the Death Riders, I can't 100% remember what it was, but she was just kind of like, oh, like they seem fun. As soon as that, I was like, oh, Harley, you are just a social butterfly, and this will be to your detriment in
Yes.
a horror movie.
And I will say, if you were wondering where I am during this, I am sitting in my bunker. In my what's it called? The those rooms.
Safe room?
My panic room, my safe
Oh, the
room.
panic room. Yeah.
Just watching on a camera as all this is unfolding and laughing to myself. And then I send the video footage to Okada. And I'm also in the room with
He
Okada and
gets
Kenny
it.
watching it.
That's how he gets the footage.
It's me. It was books all along. It's not Agatha all along, it's books all along.
It was books all along. And we all know where I am.
You're with Julia Hart. You're running her secret lab. You're like, all right. So I talked with books. So
Yeah.
she's giving us Cody Rhodes first and Yuta.
Yeah.
Do we accept these offerings?
We've negotiated. We've come to a perfect negotiation of, we won't kill anyone else for the first 24 hours.
If
And then we can use them for our experiments in there.
experiments, yes. Yeah. All she is requesting is that Okada and Kenny
have to
survive.
Yeah.
And I think Julia would be okay with that.
I don't like to speak for her on her behalf, but I would, maybe. Okay, I'm allowed. I think she would definitely agree to those terms.
Yes, I think she would too.
Yeah.
But then we have the wild card of MJF in the other corner, who's doing God knows what as his secret villain. Because MJF is not so much a secret villain, more as like a criminal mastermind.
I can see him like taking like a Mercedes role in all this as well, like someone else who's not really that, he's not going to help any like survivors. No. He's not going to like, like save you from like anyone coming to kill you or anything like that. But,
MJF runs out of his own panic room the moment Jason comes for Swerve and Hangman fighting each other, takes the belt off of a deceased Hangman and runs back to his safe room.
Laughing.
Right. And then he's sitting there and he's going, my precious, my
Yeah.
precious, my precious. It's back. It's covered in blood, but it's back. And then he sees Cody Rhodes' dead body and he just starts laughing.
Yeah. Like shows it to him. No, I love
Got it.
that. And then
You're dead.
when everything, like when all the dust is settled, between like part one and part two, like no, 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 no. I lied. Between part three and part four, I think is when this will be discovered. Somehow someone like goes and they find like the bunker that MJF was holed up in, and all they see is like this corpse with like
No,
cuddling like this
because he
really old
forgot.
decrepit man just like
He forgot to put food in there.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think there's some very important people we forgot to include in all of this that are
Oh, of
clearly
course.
surviving all of it because they're in the business of hurting people.
Oh,
The hurt
yeah,
the
those are
hurt
going
business is
nowhere.
in their own group during all of this,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
just doing what they do best, and that's hurting people. And
Oh,
um,
yes.
you, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
like, and
absolutely.
I don't think Sky Blue is gonna mess with a Bobby Lashley or Shelton. She's gonna look at me
No,
like,
no,
no, I'm not gonna do it.
no,
Like,
no. I don't think she would. No, I
no,
don't
I
think
don't think Jason would either.
no,
Jason
I
gets,
think
oh,
she
you like to hurt people too? Cool.
exactly. 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 That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like those two are just like, no, we hear what you're saying. We also
Right.
like to hurt people.
We
Mhm.
hurt people. And then the final of the movie is all of them going, we hurt people. We hurt people.
We
Hurt
hurt
people.
people.
We hurt
Hurt
people.
people.
Oh, I will say it's not Gates of Agni. It's not GOA who's going to die. They are going to throw Ricochet to Jason.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Sorry, Ricochet.
I'm
But you're
literally
being
trying to think
blunt.
of the entire
And
locker
that
room right
wasn't
now.
us.
Was not us.
Yeah. I mean that wasn't us. We didn't do that. GOA did that.
DOJ did
We
that,
didn't,
yeah.
we didn't stop them, but
They I tried. You know what I tried? I said, yo, we might need him. He could, we lost Speedball. Kevin
mm,
Knight is crying in a corner because we lost
mm,
Speedball.
mm.
You know, we need someone who can do the flips to get into places. Who knows where Will Ospreay is? Like,
Oh yeah, we haven't heard from Will Ospreay since all this shit went
no,
down. We have
Will
no
Ospreay
idea
is
who
at
that
the
man
top
is.
of a tree, just like keeps climbing, and is
Yeah,
maybe gonna Spanish fly off of like 1,000-foot tree and somehow survive because he's insane.
we
And then
hope so.
climb back up the tree and do it again. Or he's just going after Kyle Fletcher. Um,
Oh, that could be it.
so none of
Secret
us know
killer?
what's happening there because Will
Secret killer, but
Ospreay
he's
is
just going after
after,
Carl Fletcher.
yeah, like, so
Mm.
we might need the flippy guy. This is how we try to
Yeah.
do it, and then GOA is like, huh, fuck that bald bitch. He's out.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see reasoning being something we could do with GOA.
No, no, no.
No.
They've made up their mind. Ricochet is gone because he's bald.
Yeah, yeah. And I can kind of see it and from their perspective. He'd make a wonderful lawn dart.
He would, and
Yeah.
I'm
And he'd
I'm
take
also
out the
gonna say
killer a little bit.
he'll try. He'll
Yeah.
try.
That's by
And
momentum.
then there's Stokely, who goes to Julia
Ah,
Hart to be like, "Yo, I'm a good guy. I can help you out." And Julia Hart's like, "Fuck no."
no.
Decla poison him.
Or he becomes her sacrificial lamb,
Oh,
you know? Like
yeah.
tries to like send him back as like he'd be like, I can
Mhm.
infiltrate for you and everything else. And then he comes back and everyone's like, yeah, nah. And then like, so he doesn't
You want
necessarily get killed by the killer, he gets killed by the survivors
Willow?
because yeah,
Yeah.
gets killed by Will.
Willow is just like,
Yes!
no.
Yes! Yes!
I'm
Yes!
also gonna say we have no idea where FTR is during all of this. They're probably
Yeah.
battling it out with Edge and Cope somewhere on the other side of the world with bats and insanity,
Yeah.
and then starting
Yeah.
a wrestling school in Nashville. Like they're just like, yo, what's happening here? What are you nutcases doing? That would actually be Adam Copeland. I think would just be like, what the fuck are you nutcases doing?
Yeah. Yeah. What have I come back to?
What the fuck happened? I go off to play the God of War, and you guys
Yeah.
play War.
Yeah. We missed you. What could you say?
We missed you.
It wasn't our
It's
fault.
not. You told us to play War. You didn't say it wasn't horror War.
Right? This is what you mean, surely.
What are you talking about, Cope? And then Christian Cage and Kenny are just talking about how hard it is to be a dad.
Yeah, yeah. Christian's definitely surviving. That's for sure. Because
Yeah.
he ain't getting involved with shit.
No, he ain't. Though I will say I think Mama Wayne is going to be axed. I think in trying to
Yeah.
save her boys. I'm sorry, Penelope. Unless you can bribe Sky, I don't think Kip is making it.
We could try. You know,
We can
we
try.
we could try and run some reconnaissance, but I think
We
we're
would
just
be
gonna have to
open for
keep
a
our boss on
trade
that.
if she
Okay.
wants to keep Kip.
Mm, mm.
I would just say as
See,
long as give us back Hangman and Swerve, let them just keep
mm,
battling it out, and you can
oh,
have
I
Kip.
don't know. That's a tough sell right there. That might be a bit hard.
We are killing Stokely for you.
Yeah, but we could also do that, you know. That was more our gift to you, really. You
Oh,
know.
oh, okay. I did give you Cody Rhodes
We're
and
gifting.
Daddy.
We're
I did
gifting.
give you. I also gave you again. Go stop listening. Put your earmuffs on. I did give you Daddy Magic
Yeah.
and Danny Garcia.
Yeah, but that was, for the initial like 24
No,
hour period.
that was Cody and Ricky.
That was Cody and Ricky. Exactly. I know. How many people are we sacrificing here? I think we have a lot of
What?
people. I
I
mean, at this rate,
have
we're none of us are going to be able to, we're going to survive.
really sacrificed a lot of people in the name of me, a non wrestler, surviving this AEW arm. I'm scared. I'm sorry, Julia Hart scares me. I'm going to do whatever it takes to survive.
Me too.
Yeah, that's why you're working for her.
Pretty safe.
I threw Yuta to the lambs. I'll give you John Moxley. You want John Moxley? John Moxley's dying too in a horror movie pretty quickly because he's gonna be all bad boyish and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, yeah. I think John Moxley would just be too much. I think he'd just be too much.
Too much. What?
Too
What
much.
if I give Julia Hart
Mm.
Chris Statlander so she can be champion? Because technically,
But
Chris
it's Chris.
Statlander is an alien, so like
Yeah,
all she'll do is when she tries to get killed, I guess, just go back up to her spaceship. So then Julia gets to be AEW Women's World Champion.
I mean, you and me were thinking on the same thing because I was like, would Chris even be here? But then again, she would want to be fighting for the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when she sees Julia is kicking ass, she'll be like, you know what? Here's the championship. Call me when
It's
it's
for the
done.
if it's for the fate of the planet. Yeah. I could see that. I
Mm-hmm.
could definitely see that.
So that was after she also stabbed Wheeler Yuta again. Like she sees Wheeler Yuta there on the sacrifice table and is like,
Well, you see, the fun part about Wheelie Yuta, right, is that Julia has the powers to do a little bit of like reanimation, you know? So anytime
she can just bring Yuta
you
back.
need a little stabby, he just like comes back and he's like, oh, I'm alive again. And there he goes. And everyone feels happy. And then we all go about our day.
Yeah, this is really fun.
I have loved this, and I hope you all are like, I hope all your brains are like running on too. Like you've heard like what kind of a lot of the consensus is. Like it's kind of
Yeah,
real fun. We've all had
funny.
like a very similar idea out there. So it'd be cool to see if like this inspires you to like think maybe further out the box. I know we've like
Yeah,
missed a whole bunch, but like of course
yeah.
we would.
I was gonna say, what do you think? Do you think Bandito? No, you know what Bandito's gonna do? He's gonna be
Oh,
on his own because he's a bounty hunter too, right?
he is,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
and he's just gonna be going around like doing his own thing, and then
Mm.
get pissed that Brody King tried to go sacrifice himself because he had to be the hero.
Yeah, I think that would turn him more towards a cause, I think. Because before
Yes.
that, I could see him very much kind of slightly working for Mercedes, like more kind of be
Hmm.
like, hey, when you're out and about, if you see someone with a title, you know, send
Yeah.
us a pigeon and we'll be there, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So,
Because
but I think the whole
and you know
Brody thing,
the Beast Mordos is living because obviously he's in.
sorry, I just saw treats.
Ooh, treats. Beast Mordos is living because he is in Mercedes's tower,
Oh,
and they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
having, what, as she's collecting her belts from her tower, they're just having the best little time together, making TikToks
It's,
and dancing. We're just gonna let them be in their little honeymoon
yeah,
because,
yeah.
and we all respect that. I mean, Julia and Mercedes have their issues, but they've also teamed up, and they're just gonna. I just thought something was behind me,
Oh, I know.
but it
I
was
saw
my
you
my
like,
dog. My dog moved, and but she didn't like stand up. It was just her paw, but it was like in the corner. I'm like, I am not going to be sleeping well tonight. It does not help because I've been watching horror movies like all week. Last night I watched Doctor Sleep, and now mind you, The Shining does not scare me.
no, no.
Something about the end of Doctor Sleep when they're back at the Overlook sends me into a great. I'm not sleeping.
I
But
don't feel good now.
I can't explain it because again, I'm not scared through 75% of this
Yeah,
movie. And again, I'm not scared during The Shining. I think The Shining is like more psychological than like
yeah,
scary.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah. And now I'm thinking about the old woman in the bathtub. So
So that's great.
that's great.
So,
And it's
should we
funny because
perhaps? No, no, no.
it's
You say your thing first.
side note, I was gonna say, side note, like I can talk about Freddy, I can talk about Jason, I can talk about Michael Myers. I can watch those movies and I laugh because I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Yes, I will say the one movie I cannot watch is The Ring because when I have
Ah,
sleep paralysis, my sleep paralysis demon is the
oh.
girl from The Ring, and
Well,
yeah,
that's rude. That
it is
that's
rude.
very rude. That is very, very rude.
Yeah, and
That is
I
awful.
just the scene where she crawls out of the TV is exactly
Mm.
what is how my sleep paralysis like nightmares have started.
No!
And I'm like, well, fuck this
No!
movie, never again.
I don't need this in my waking life. Oh, oh, books, that sucks
As a
ass.
fun little random tidbit about me.
Oh, that sucks ass.
I
Well,
hate that
connected to
movie.
that, I'm going to the castle in Himeji, which has the well in it that inspired the story of the ring. So that's gonna be fun.
Oh God, do not send me pictures of that. Do not.
I won't.
Please, and
No, no,
please,
no, 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 no.
please
I
be
won't.
safe.
I won't.
Please
I
be
won't.
safe. I don't know what protection everything that can protect you. I think you need. Because no,
I
no,
got you.
no, that yeah, yeah, no, no, I don't like that. Nope, 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 nope,
When I was nope, 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 nope,
nope,
when I
nope,
was little, no.
nope.
So like when I was little and I saw like the poltergeist, right? So like the TV of when it would go all like fuzzy and shit. Like if I saw like like just like random like snow on like a TV or something, I would get like I wouldn't be
Yeah,
like freaked
you get
because
like
I
the
would get
heebie-jeebies. Like it's like the
mm,
heebie-jeebies. Like
yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. And then when I saw The Ring for the first time and like the whole like TV being off, and I was like, oh, that's a whole new thing now. Oh shit.
mhm.
Just like the blackness of the TV and just being like, oh,
Ah, don't like
mm,
it.
don't like it. Don't
Don't
like
like
it
it.
at all. No, thank you very much.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Pinocchio's Revenge?
No.
Okay, so basically
Didn't even know
Pinocchio
there
comes
was one.
alive. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm scarred for life. I was
Really?
about maybe like 10 when my stepdad put this movie on. And now, mind you, Pinocchio comes alive and starts killing things. And it's not like funny
Okay.
like Chucky. It's not funny like Chucky. It is fucking terrifying to a young kid. So
Oh
to
my
this
God.
day, I still like. So that was when I was in my American Girl phase.
Yeah.
I would have to kiss my American Girls goodnight and like make sure they were all tucked in their little American Girl doll beds because I was so terrified that they would
You are
come
loved.
alive
I appreciate you.
alive and kill me. And when my parents were moving and I got the crate that housed my American Girl dolls, I
Yeah.
opened them up and I was like, I'm really sorry, but I really hope this is more like Toy Story, where you know you're loved, and I'm saving you if I ever have a daughter because they don't make Molly anymore, and Molly's the best because she's so quirky and I love her, and I really hope you know I'm just trying to make sure you're in good condition for when I have a kid.
I'm
I
keeping you in the family,
swear,
I swear.
like 30 years later, I'm not, I guess it's not 30 because I'm not 40 yet, but 20 something years later, and I am still fucking terrified of this movie. And I will never rewatch it again. Like, it
No,
could be the
no.
silliest movie ever, but it
Yeah.
was, I think also Toy Story came out around the same time because like,
Um,
so I'm 37. So Toy Story
mm,
was like my like
yeah.
Disney had Andy my like be like similar in age to me. So like
Yeah.
so like Toy Story and then Pinocchio's Revenge. I'm like, so my toys are alive. And it's whether they're going to kill me or think I abandoned them. Thank you very much. I'm not traumatized.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. My Mine is not as wholesome. So I remember seeing Pinhead. Fucking why am I blanking on the fucking names of those movies? Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Jesus Christ. I saw Hellraiser. And I also saw fucking Warlock as well. When I was really, really little. And they both got like fleshy kind of horror in them. And for ages, so there's like this moment, and there's like this like dirty ass like mattress on the ground, right? And there'd be certain situations where we'd end up in certain little abandoned places to do certain little things that we're not going to talk about right now. You know, certain little substances and such and so forth. Um, when you're of age. And of course, like these places would have like squatters in them at some point, you know, but not at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And like if I ever walked into somewhere that had like a mattress on the ground, I'd be like, oh no. And
No,
like
no,
people would
no.
be like, and people would like, you know, sit on it, which is not a good idea to do, like even like with like normal
Oh
reality
god.
kind of things, right? Like, ew. But like, oh, that, you know, like teenagers, they don't even consider what could be in a mattress. And but for me, it was the Hellraiser thing. Like, oh no, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no. And if like I walked like later on in life, if I walked into like one of my friends' like apartments and stuff, and it was kind of like a crash apartment, and like, you know, like there'd be like mattresses on the floor and shit. I'd be, oh
No, no, no,
no,
no, no, no,
thank
no,
you,
no.
no, thank you.
Wait, ways to traumatize your child for life.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
No wonder why we had so much fun booking zombie apocalypses teams in horror movies.
Been there since little. Horror movies, metal, and wrestling. That is
Mm-hmm.
basically my building blocks.
Yeah, yeah. Ex- yeah,
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 that was fun.
yeah.
That was a
That
lot of
was fun.
fun. That was super,
Um,
super fun.
yeah. I speaking of fun and collecting things.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The
well,
Collector. Have you seen The Collector? There's two
have you
movies.
seen?
There's Collector and The Collection.
Oh,
Have you
I've
seen it?
not have I've seen The Bone Collector, and let me tell you something. Now, mind you, I grew up outside
Mm.
of New York City. We went to New York City a lot, and do you know that my parents would get so mad at me because I would not go on the subway or a New York taxi for a
Well, that's
very
fair.
long time because
Well, that's
The
fair.
Bone Collector starts off as someone's finger getting caught in a the automatic lock thing
Mm.
in a taxi, and I was like, no, I'm gonna die. This is how I die. You want me to get into a taxi?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, you
No,
want me to
thank
get on the subway? No, this is how people die.
you. Yeah.
You traumatized me. You traumatized me.
So,
So,
totally tangent us back
anyway,
to the thing that we were trying to tangent
try and
us
get
away
to.
from.
Um,
My bad.
so I guess we need to kind of introduce this, even though it's going to be introduced in a couple of episodes. But we're going to start with this one because we haven't
Yeah.
touched on this one yet.
Yeah.
So,
So, you will find out that we have already shimmied through the other ones so far, apart from
yes,
the new one just yet.
yes.
So we are up to this glorious one, and this will
Mm-hmm.
be your first introduction to the Mercedes
Mercedes
title
time belt. No.
rundown.
And if you,
And we are up to my dear books.
the TBS belt.
Yep.
Now, if you've been following me, you know how strongly I feel about these segments because I have not been hiding how strongly I feel about us learning these because people have very strong opinions on Mercedes Monet and this gimmick. And I'm just here to tell you that your opinion is wrong. And it's
Yeah.
the one time I will tell you your opinion is wrong
Yeah.
because if you listen to what the promotions,
Mm,
they're telling you how much this means to them.
mm.
In fact, I've had multiple people reach out to me that live near some of the promotions she's been going to,
Nice.
saying, you have no idea the hype around her coming to these promotions and how much it means
Mm.
to us. I have a mutual on Threads in Blue Sky who mentioned to me that his cousin runs Winnipeg, or his cousin's friend
Oh,
runs the
nice.
Winnipeg promotion, and said,
Nice.
I was unable to get tickets because it sold out so quickly because Mercedes is attached to it.
Yeah.
So next time you want to go and say, "Oh, she's so selfish," I saw someone on TikTok say she's devaluing
I
the
saw that.
belt,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
fucking lost my mind. I
Yeah.
am like, oh, bitches,
Because
no,
that is the opposite. That's the
the
absolute
opposite.
opposite. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
100%.
my hope is that as you listen to our show, you pay attention to these last segments and you
Mm.
start to actually learn about these belts because as I've said, a lot of these promotions are very small promotions. A lot of them
Mm.
are barely breaking like 10K on Instagram. Like these are
Yeah.
huge opportunities for them. And I think you don't have to like her. You however, need to respect what she's doing because she is
Yeah.
doing more for independent wrestling, which, by the way, is so important to the landscape of wrestling,
Very
considering that's where a
much.
majority of the wrestlers we are going to see in the future are up
Hmm.
and coming indie stars now.
Yes. Yes.
And if
Absolutely.
you can sit there and say, "Oh, but Matt Cardona is the indie god," indie god. No, Mercedes is the indie god. She is doing
Yeah.
more for independent wrestling than someone like, and I like Matt Cardona,
Yeah, yeah.
but she is doing more for independent wrestling on a global scale
Yes. Yes.
than anyone else.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And if you can't see that, then you're not allowing yourself
Mm-hmm.
to learn. You're not allowing yourself to have like an open thought on things.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like Book said, like it's totally fine if you don't like her as a character. That's totally cool. Like everyone can do everything. But don't be talking about her current amazing impact on the
Mm-hmm.
independent wrestling scene in a negative way just because you
Yeah.
don't like, because that's wrong.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw, but I had like, I don't know if it was the same person, but it was like on two separate posts, someone said, I never thought of it this way.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I
And
was reading those to make sure you needed any backup.
which I was surprised how positive that went.
All
Like, because
positive.
usually
Yeah,
Mercedes is one that triggers people. Um,
yeah.
Hearing people say, I never thought of it that way. I
Mm,
never thought to look at it in this light.
mm.
And now her gimmick makes sense. I actually respect the gimmick, is why we're doing this.
That
So I feel
100%.
extremely vindicated. So I really hope
Yes.
as you listen, you pay attention, you learn. And I'm just going to be honest, it doesn't take that long to look these promotions up.
It really
A lot of
doesn't.
them are very small.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. It's really easy to find out information on them, who's there, who's their champions. All of the
mhm,
internet has all of this information
all of
that you
them.
can just learn for yourself.
And if you really
Mm-hmm.
doubt it, look up Diana Strong and how
Yeah,
important her match with Mercedes was,
yeah,
because the post that Bestia and Diana and Primetime and Diana put out is so touching. It's so
it really is.
heartwarming.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Mm.
I had someone on TikTok say, I bet you can't even name one of the promotions or her matches. And it took me a few minutes because I have a life and I'm not on TikTok at all time. I was like, oh, it's easy.
Yeah,
Primetime Bestia Diana Strong. They're like, you looked it up. I said, no, sweetie. It's called I've looked into her matches. And I
yeah.
actually really liked her match with Diana Strong.
Yeah, that was amazing. That fucking match with Diana Strong, that a match with Elena. Oh God, I was about to call her Elena Black for a second, but that's absolutely wrong. The the one at oh, in the Scottish one, the whole thing is like because we've talked
Discovery?
about
Yeah, hold on.
Discovery. Yes, yes, because
I
I went to
have
go
my
call it
Emerson
DW.
Jane.
Thank you, Emerson Jane. That was an outstanding match as
Mm-hmm.
well. Her current match with Alyssa Inc., outstanding. All of her matches with all of these women that she has faced and taken their titles off of, but that just gives them more, fire to get that fucking
Yeah,
thing back. Fair enough. They've all been exquisite
Wizard.
matches.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
take some time. Take some time.
Yeah. Or any better,
And
listen
listen
to
and,
all of
and
our
continue to listen to us.
episodes.
But I also like, you know what? Here's my suggestion. After you listen to us talk about it, go and look it up some more and
Yeah,
their social media, because we don't really touch on like a lot of the stuff on social media and their posts because it's hard to do that. Um, so do follow up research. It's so important.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
Follow
you
the
probably
promotions.
yeah. Oh yeah, I follow all of them now, and I love seeing their
Me too.
posts. Bestia
Yeah,
in particular is like
they're
a
great.
hoot and a half to follow.
They are. They are. I have no idea who's running their social media, but they're
But
brilliant.
I love them.
Yeah.
um, well, and here's one you probably don't have to do much research on because you're
Yeah.
probably an AEW fan, and that
Yeah.
is the TBS Championship. And as of the release of this episode, Mercedes Monet is
Yes.
officially the longest running TBS championship, beating Jade Cargill, which it'd be 109 or 10 days
509.
on Friday. So
509. Yeah, yeah.
congratulations, Mercedes. Um, I think we all knew that this is what it was gearing to. I am
Yes.
assuming we are going
Yes.
to see her start. She might drop the TBS title at some
Mm.
point, but
Mm-hmm.
this is,
Mm-hmm.
we knew that this is what it was accumulating to, and this is huge.
Oh, I wonder if they like when she does start to drop them. I wonder if that will be her last one. You know, like that, and like
I
her
think
losing
TBS
that
is
will be
going to be
like the fine.
first.
Do you? Okay. I kind of thought
I
that
do. I
maybe
think
they might
TV.
be leaving that and they'll be like the catalyst that like
Well,
they
because I
are.
think as she starts, I don't think because I think if she loses the TBS, it's going to put her back into the main picture, the women's world scene,
Ooh, yes,
um,
yes, yes,
or
yes.
the tag team.
Ah, you know, that woman does deserve to have a proper tag team like
Yes, run.
run. Yeah,
Especially
that's
considering that's
true.
why she walked out of WWE.
Like,
So, so a little background on the
yes.
TBS championship because I did all I figured even though we all I actually learned some things that I didn't know about. So in March of 2020, the TNT Championship was established, named for the
Mhm.
TNT network, who was airing Dynamite on the at the time. In May of 2021, it was announced that Dynamite was moving to TBS, which is the sister channel of TNT here in the United States,
Oh.
and Rampage was staying on TNT.
Hmm.
It was reported by Dave Meltzer and later confirmed by Cody Chodes. I'm not joking. I accidentally wrote Cody Chodes and I left it. I was like, this is great. I'm really proud of subconscious Christine typing. Um, there were no active plans to rename the TNT Championship. It was later
Hmm.
reported that a women's secondary title would be introduced, which also started the AEW has too many belts.
That did.
Even
Yeah,
even though at the
it
time it
did.
was four.
So just so you know, people, they've been saying this for a very long time. It's
Very long
very
time.
old.
Very long time. I really remember like people going, oh, can't believe they're introducing a new belt. There's so many.
Me too.
Like we're
Me
really
too.
complaining about a second women's title when the women are even back. Oh, never mind. I'm going to rant. I'm not going to do it.
We're going
Anyway,
back to the first thing, and we've got to bring it back into the good.
we need to bring it back. So on the second anniversary of Dynamite, which was October 6th,
Yeah.
2021, Tony Schiavone and Aubrey Edwards unveiled the AEW TBS Women's Championship. And I
Yeah.
remember thinking, I loved this belt. I thought it was so pretty.
Pretty. It's so
I think
pretty.
the
It
TBS
really is.
Championship is just such a pretty belt. I almost prefer
Yeah.
it over the Women's World, but I just think it's
Mm.
because it has the pop of color. But
Ah,
I love
fair,
both of
fair,
them.
fair. Yeah.
Um,
I do think it's a lot better than the TNT title. I
I do
think
too.
if I was to put it on a list, I think the TNT title would probably be my least
I think
favorite.
so too. Yeah, I don't love it.
Mm, mm.
I don't love the TNT. For some reason, the TBS, I think it's that pop of blue. The pop of
Yeah.
red doesn't do anything to me, but the pop of
No.
blue is
Yeah. And
just,
where it's placed as well, too, where the blue is
yes,
placed. Yeah. It's not
yes.
like in the middle. It's like,
It's just,
yeah,
it's just a pretty belt.
beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful,
Beautiful.
beautiful belt. Yeah.
It was also announced that the inaugural champion would be determined by an elimination tournament. So the tournament
Yes.
began, yeah,
Yeah.
on October 23rd and ended on January 5th, 2022. I don't remember it feeling that long.
No.
Like that was such a long period of time
I don't
considering
remember it being that
that's
long
a
either.
couple of yeah, um
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, wild. Like this is what I said like that like I thought I knew so much about this championship and then I was like what the hell?
I knew we'd learn something new. I knew we
Yeah.
would. I knew it.
So it ended on January 5th when Jade Cargill beat Ruby Soho to become the inaugural champion.
Yeah, that was a good match. That was a really good
It
match.
was.
Mm.
Also, this tournament was stacked.
Oh, fuck yes, it
Absolutely
was.
stacked. You
Oh,
had
yes, it was.
Anna Jay, Jamie Hayter, The Bunny, Red Velvet, Serena Deeb, Sheeta, Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander. Holy fuck, what a
Yep,
tournament.
yep, yep. Insane.
God. It
And all of them are still
absolutely,
with AEW,
and
apart
all
from
of them are
Jade.
still, and well, technically the bunny, but I think the bunny is going to show up
Ah,
again. I
I know
refuse to
she's
accept the bunny is gone.
I know she's gone, but she's still family. She's still
Yeah, she's still
family.
family.
Yeah, and that corridor is definitely well lit to come back.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
and also Jade didn't leave on bad terms. Like,
Oh no.
I,
Oh no, 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 no,
so
no, no, no. No.
like I think Jade is still very much welcomed behind the scene and at
I
AEW
think
if she
she
wanted
would.
to return.
Yeah.
Um,
I think she'd be welcome with open arms too. Although I did see her recently because I watched that OSW thing. Is she smaller? She doesn't seem as
I don't
ripped.
I don't
Like
think
as
she's. Yeah, I think WWE has some weird standards, which is weird
mm,
because Triple H likes more beef, beefier
what
women. Anyway,
no. Mm,
anyway, I'm going off track again.
mm.
All right. So Jade held the title for 508 days, where she
Yes.
eventually lost to our current AEW Women's Champion, Chris Statlander. And Chris
Yes.
Statlander right now is the only woman to have held both the TBS and Women's World Championship. So awesome
Yes.
for our favorite alien, Chris Statlander. Um,
And she was coming back from an awful injury
Awful
too.
injury. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
everyone was
remember
like,
being
"Who's gonna beat her? Who's gonna beat her?"
beat her, and I remember just wanting it to always be Chris Statlander.
Me
I
too.
was
Me
like,
too. Yeah, yeah,
I really wanted it to be Chris Statlander. So I
yeah,
was
yeah.
so happy because I think her injury wasn't it like they were feuding up until her injury. So you cut like you,
Can't
if I
remember.
recall correctly, I don't know. I that's what I thought was happening. I always thought Chris Statlander was going to be the one to defeat her.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I personally, I cannot remember a damn thing to be honest about what she was doing before she went away.
oh
So
yeah,
yeah, I'll
yeah.
yeah take your thing on that.
And at the 2023 Full Gear, Julia Hart beat Chris
Yeah,
Statlander to become our third TBS championship.
and I
A
have to
li-
say, I wasn't the best run.
no, it could have been better.
Yeah.
But you know what? Julia Hart is so young that it's not going to be her last time holding a belt.
Oh
Um,
goodness no, goodness no. And I'm glad they're like slow burning on that too.
yeah.
Whenever that
I
happens
felt
again.
like I did feel like at the time they kind of rushed the championship on Julia Hart because she was so over
Yeah.
with the crowd. Um,
Mm,
I don't
mm.
think people. Julia Hart is 20, early 20s. I still
Three?
think. Yeah, I
I think
think
she's
she's
23.
23. So
Yeah.
Julia Hart is very young. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure she was just about 21 when she won the
Yes.
TBS.
Yes.
She was
Yeah.
very green. Um,
Yes. 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 Yes.
um,
Only just like at the beginning-ish of like
of
this
her
new
career.
character as well. Mm.
Yeah. So, um, Julia's heart will come again.
Yeah,
Time will come again.
definitely. Definitely.
In
This one will be
April,
great.
yes, in April of 2024, Willow did beat Julia. Now, mind you,
Yeah.
in between all of this, Willow also became the inaugural New Japan Women's Strong Championship, beating Mercedes
Yes,
Monet,
she
in which
did.
Mercedes Monet was injured and out of commission for over a year with a
Yeah.
bad ankle injury, which
Yeah.
Mercedes
Those ankles.
was supposed to be the inaugural Strong Championship until she
Mm,
was injured
mm.
in her match with Willow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm mentioning because obviously this plays into the next part.
Yes.
Mercedes debuted in AEW and was immediately feuding with Willow
Yeah, she was
because
hot.
hot.
Woo!
They,
Woo!
even though we all know this is K-pop, they were
Yeah.
not really feuding.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they played into the fact that even a few years after this happened, Mercedes was coming for Willow
Yeah.
for causing her injury that caused her not to win
Yeah.
the New
And
Japan
that was
Strong.
fair. We knew that was
Yeah.
coming.
So at a few months later, after Willow won the championship at Double or Nothing,
Mm,
Mercedes got her revenge,
yes.
pinned Willow, and has
Yes.
now been our longest running TBS Women's Championship. and putting a huge boost onto what was considered a secondary title. It no longer
Yeah.
feels like a secondary title. It
Yes.
feels like,
Mm-hmm.
I think, the TNT is very much a secondary title,
Mm.
but the TBS title in terms of women does not feel secondary.
Hell no. Hell no.
Especially when you look at the people that have held this
Yes.
title as well.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely. And it's like such a small amount too. Like there's just like a small amount
Mm-hmm.
of you know,
Considering there's only been
yeah.
four
Yeah.
champions. Wait. One,
Yeah.
two,
Oh,
five. Mercedes is five.
yeah.
Yeah. Math. Um, Especially considering that two of them have now been have held a champion for over 1,000 days combined. Like
Yes.
it's very like it's such an incredible lineage so far, and whoever beats Mercedes for this is going to be it's going to be huge. I still think it's going to be Athena. It has been my bet since
Hmm.
Mercedes and Athena feuded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. That's
because
an interesting one.
that's been my theory, is that Athena is always going to have this weird. I want to say like Mercedes is always going to feel a little inferior to Athena, so
Athena.
having Athena
Yeah.
beat her
Mm.
for it is going to
Mm.
cause that spiral, which will
Mm. I
then cause her to drop
see.
belts.
Yeah, that little like breaking confidence from like
Confidence thing.
someone she always knew was
Mm-hmm.
gonna fucking get her eventually, kind of thing.
And so I don't know
Hmm.
who pointed this out, but I saw someone mention that
Hmm.
if you look at Mercedes since losing at All In,
Yeah.
there is a huge drop in her K-fob confidence.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I talk
like
about it
when,
on like Don't Call Me Diva all the fucking time. Yeah, you
like
see that
there's,
moment. Yeah. And then
yeah,
like
like,
her championship gets put in front of your
and
face, and then
she's
all of a sudden
immediately,
like
she's
yeah,
yeah, and the way she immediately runs out of the ring when she wins, like when
yes,
she
yeah.
loses, it's going to be such a good storyline because she's
Oh,
already building
oh
up to
yeah.
it. Which
Oh, she
again,
really is. Yeah.
AEW doesn't tell stories; they're literally telling you a story now that
Yeah.
Mercedes lost to Tony Storm,
Mm-hmm. That was
is
one.
having confidence issues, which you can
Mm-hmm.
see in her face and how she looks relieved when she gets the pin, how
Yes.
she
Yes.
takes the way she holds her championship,
Yes. Yeah. She
and the
grabbed
way
that thing
she
close.
gets out of the ring.
Yes. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
scurries the fuck out of
Absolutely.
there.
She gets the fuck out of there. And
Fuck
have you
out of
been
there.
noticing that like who wins have been coming at a bit more of a scramble now?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
every like I mean she's always like evolving and using different shit and stuff. But like she'll like put on like like people are getting out of her fucking statement maker and all this kind of shit and like she's really having to scramble and sometimes she has
Yeah.
to like cheat a little bit and she
Yeah.
wasn't like she's like a heel but she's never really like cheated in her
And
matches.
she's kind of doing some of those very much heel behaviors to win now.
Yes,
And
yes, she is. Yes.
that is called what we like to call long-term storytelling. And just
Mm-hmm.
because they're not going to recap it for you because they assume you have adult brains,
Mm.
that doesn't need a huge movie trailer every time you
Yeah,
watch.
let's go.
Um,
Ooh,
doesn't mean there's not a story there. And
no,
her
no.
losing is going to send her down the most unhinged spiral, and it's going to be beautiful.
It's gonna be the
Especially
best
because
thing
we
ever.
all know Mercedes right now. Someone posted a picture of her with her like ex-husband, and then her
Oh,
with just like a random picture of Beast Mordos.
yeah.
And it looked like to be early on in her relationship because she looked very young in her that photo. And just the
Um,
difference in her smile. Like this girl looks so happy right now. Like
oh yeah, she does.
outside of wrestling.
Yes.
And
Oh
I remember
yes.
I was getting into a fight with someone yesterday on TikTok who was like, Mercedes is going back to WWE in 2027. I said, she's literally telling you to stop asking her about WWE because she has no plans of returning. Well,
Yeah.
in this interview, I go, from 2023, it was like right before she signed with AEW in 2024. So when we know she was in negotiations with both
Mm,
AEW
mm,
and
mm.
WWE, and she was
Yeah.
leaning towards returning to WWE, that she
Yeah.
said anything could happen.
Yeah.
Sweetie, everything since then has been stop asking me about WWE.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't hold on to this one little piece from so
So
irrelevant
long.
ago. So
Mm-hmm.
irrelevant right now. Like,
I,
oh my goodness. I think, isn't it fucked up what you hear people say? That you hear
oh yeah,
people say
and then
that, like,
say
and this is not just the thing, like the independent thing, like,
no. It's and then say, well, I just miss watching her. Okay, you can watch her on Wednesday and Saturdays.
yeah, yeah, you
No,
can
I
still watch
can't.
it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Like,
you can. You actually can.
get
It's
out of
fine.
your fucking bubble. Even
Yeah,
if you don't
even
want
do
to
it
watch the
secretly
whole
if you want
thing,
to.
you can watch those matches. If you,
Yes.
this might be an unpopular opinion in the IWC, but quite frankly, I don't give a shit anymore. If you're a fan of a wrestler, but you
Mm,
won't watch where they go,
mm.
are you even a fan?
Yeah. Right? Right? Like,
I don't
I
love
discovered that about
WWE, but
Malachi Black.
I,
I
yeah,
don't watch Malachi Black anymore. And I'm like,
neither do
wow,
I.
I wasn't that much of a fan than what I
To
thought he
begin with,
was. Yeah.
I will catch highlights of Finn Balor, of Alexa
Mm,
Bliss. I don't watch
mm,
their full matches anymore, but
mm.
I, same with Mariah May. I watched
Yeah.
parts of her steel cage match, but
Yeah. By the way, we've softened on Mariah right now.
yeah,
Not that mad at her anymore.
not that mad.
There may be things you may hear in future episodes. Just don't worry, we got over
Yeah,
it.
yeah. New things come out, we change our minds. It happens.
Yes,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Always fluid, always fluid.
always fluid, except for Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, that's cement right
That
there,
does not
people.
change. Um, I I think it's absolutely ridiculous to like. I'm never going to go on social media and say, "Oh, I miss Finn Balor,"
No,
because
no,
like
because
I could
that
easily
is
watch Finn Balor. I
yeah,
choose not to watch WWE, so I'm not going to complain about it. But
yeah.
to sit there and like just say you're not going to watch AEW because you're a W, this is gonna be a TikTok for on that I'm gonna post on tomorrow. So if you're watching this, it's like a week old. Um, I saw someone say, I think it's really funny when people say that they don't like the AEW style. Because what
Yeah,
do you mean you don't like the AEW style? You don't like wrestling?
yeah.
It made me think about the fact that as I've expanded my wrestling like world and I've started watching other
Mm,
promotions,
mm.
AEW does not have a special style of wrestling. They're
No,
doing what every other promotion is doing.
yeah,
However, there is a promotion that sends people through their performance center to learn their
yes,
style. And it is literally
yes,
dubbed the WWE style, in which they
yes.
take what's special about you and put it into their formula
Mm,
style. So
mm-hmm.
when you say you don't like AEW style, all I hear is you don't like wrestling,
Yeah,
you like WWE.
yeah. And that's okay.
And that's fine.
But just know
That's
what you're
totally fine.
saying.
But understand what you're saying because
Yeah,
to most people on the outside, I think especially outside of the United States, where people are WWE is a very big promotion here within the United States. I think
yeah,
outside of the United States, other like I think AEW is a lot bigger overseas than it here in the United States. I think it's very much the
yes.
opposite. Um, you tell that to any other wrestling fan, someone who watches New Japan, someone who watches Stardom, who watches like indie promotions, who watches RevPro, they're gonna look at you and
Mm.
say, "What? WWE style is very different than every other wrestler I've watched."
So different, so
And
different. And that is one
this
of
is
the
not a
reasons why I
diss.
can't watch it. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just a
not a
fact.
diss. But like when you watch, it became blaringly obvious to me when I've watched um I watched AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega on the New
Mm,
Japan app, and I was like, I liked AJ. Like, I don't love AJ Styles as a person, but as a
mm.
wrestler, I respect AJ Styles. Like, he is
Yes,
very good
yes.
at what he does.
He is phenomenal.
Um, I also watched some Finn Balor matches, and I compared it to what I saw in WWE,
Mm.
and I was shocked.
Yeah,
And that
yeah,
just comes with education, like of like
yeah.
seeing what people can do when they're not on a leash.
Yes, yes. And this is why it's been wonderful to see Mercedes Moné
Yes.
like grow within herself,
Mm-hmm.
get herself confident within her thing. Because it was a very, very well-known fact that Monet couldn't really talk on the mic that great.
Not great. Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah,
was very
yeah, it wasn't
nervous
that.
when she signed with AEW because in those first
Yeah.
couple of promos, the first like half of her run in AEW, the
Mm.
promos were I'm the first one to say that. The promos were bad.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was great for all of our haters to like jump on as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I had hope, like I always have like a really open mind with this kind of shit, right? Because I look at like where she's come from. Once again, this is just facts. With the wobbly wobbly, they are very strict about what you say and how you say
Mm-hmm.
it.
They're very scripted.
Um, very, very scripted. And even in a way, like you can even add that to like what they make their characters do. Like you are only
Mm-hmm.
very much like scripted to do these certain things. And
Yeah.
that's why I always say like I can't wait until such and such, comes to AEW or something like that. Because then you get to see like their whole
Oh,
like
yeah.
the whole idea. And Mercedes Moné, when she came and like she got the TBS championship, and I was worried. I was
Yeah.
honestly
I think
worried because
everyone was.
yeah, because her promos just weren't, oh,
The
they just
best.
weren't
They
great.
were very
But
cringy.
that's the perfect word for them. They were really, really cringy. And now like and like she got to a certain point and then like it all just clicked for her,
Like, yeah. I
yeah, it all really clicked. And
I
now I love hearing her on the mic. I
me
love
too.
it. Yeah,
Love it. I remember the exact moment where my partner and I were sitting on the couch and we said, "Oh my god, it's clicked."
yeah, you could see it,
Like
eh?
it's like you can just see she found her confidence
Yes.
in herself and her ability in ring on the mic.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I think was when I went from, okay, like I always liked Mercedes because I
Mm-hmm.
loved Bailey. I was a huge fan of Bailey. So I think I
Mm-hmm.
always liked Mercedes. And I remember being on Mercedes' side when Bailey turned on her. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I felt for her when she walked out of WWE. When she came, I had my worries. Everyone did. We
Mm-hmm.
all did. You can sit here and
Mm-hmm.
say, well, you're a Mercedes stan. I wasn't. Like
No,
it
no.
took me a solid like 6 months of her run in AEW.
Oh yeah.
And for me, I really think it was her match. It was that it was a December New Japan match in Long Beach right before Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And something clicked for me at that match. And I was like, holy fuck. And I think that was my first time I really saw her against a Joshi wrestler. And I was like, holy fuck,
Yes.
she is
Yes.
so fucking good. Like,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
and then they started AEW started playing into that. And then you could
Yeah.
see her confidence growing. And
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
clicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
It clicked.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And here we are now. And Mercedes, who started in 2024, is not the same Mercedes we're ending 2025 with.
Absolutely different. The progress she and the level she has given to her,
Mm-hmm.
not only her move set, but also her character is inspiring.
It's insane. Yeah.
Absolutely inspiring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
so fucking happy that she's with AEW. I really
Me too.
am.
And
Yeah.
following up with that, it's when Ricochet came over.
Oh yeah. Same
Everyone had the
thing.
same worry because we were like,
Yeah.
okay, Mercedes struggled for
Mm,
like a long time to find her footing, and then
mm.
Ricochet opened his mouth for the first time, and we were like, They
Oh,
were
big
hiding
time.
this. They were
I
hiding this the
know.
whole time.
I know, right?
Like it was such an opposite reaction,
It
and
really was.
that that is the beauty of letting someone off their leash. Is yes,
Yes.
you may take your time to find your footing, and that's
Hmm.
okay. You Mercedes was in WWE for a very long time.
For a
Like what
long, long
2013, I think she
time.
signed. Was in
Yes.
she started in NXT in like 2013
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
left, and then she was there almost 20 something years, like almost 20 years when she left. That was
yeah.
very much ingrained in her.
Oh
And
yeah. Kind of like
it's
I'm not saying it is, but like how they like drive things
mhm,
into you and how way that this is the right way is very culty. And
yes, yes.
you gotta decultify yourself
Hmm.
from that thinking when you leave there. And I think that's also half of the reason why a bunch of wrestlers kind of lose themselves. And it's like, I'm sorry, you kind of put into that situation by
Yeah, by
the
this
process
place.
you're into. But yeah, sorry, carry
Yeah.
on.
And it's why I'm so excited to see other when other wrestlers leave. Because I
Yeah,
can't
me
wait to
too.
see what they're capable of doing. And again, it's
Yeah.
not an insult to WWE. They found a way that works for them. They found a way that works for their base, and that's
Hmm.
fine.
Yeah. And it's obviously
However,
would because they've created
it
diehard lunatics from it.
yeah. I do unfortunately think as the wrestling industry moves forward, that thinking is going to bite them in the ass. We see them lightening up a
Yes.
little bit with people like Io Sky being able to harness her
Finally.
Joshi's her Joe's. Is it Joshi or Josie? Joshi.
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 Okay.
Hmm.
Joshi. Um, you see her honing herself like in a different way than it has been there, and I
Mm.
love that. I'm really
Mm.
hoping that there is like, but then I look at Julia and I'm like, never mind.
Oh, yeah. What are they
um,
doing there?
um,
Oh, my goodness.
so I feel like it's a weird like thing where they can't really figure out if they're going to let people honor another style or what. I
Mm.
think no matter what, like it, I get why they do what they. I don't actually get why they do what they do because I think AEW shines because it allows different styles.
Yes,
I think wrestlers learning
exactly.
other styles is. I always said if I was a wrestler, I would have been on the first plane over to Japan.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
I would have
definitely.
been signing up for all the dojos. I would have been
Fuck
like
yeah.
going through the Joshi promotions because I just want to like I think it's so important. I would have been in Mexico.
Yes,
I would have been
yes,
everywhere learning the
yes,
different styles. So
yes,
my entire move set and the way I moved is so different. And you see that with
yes,
Mercedes now. She
yes,
spent that
yes.
time in Japan. She's spending this
Hmm.
time with these other promotions. And
Yes.
it's so obvious now
Yeah.
like how much that those outside influences have made a difference in her ring. I think Mercedes
Yeah.
now is better than NXT Mercedes. And I've watched a
Yes.
lot of her matches because it's a
Yes.
fucking completely different wrestler who gets
Completely
to
different.
pull influence from so many different styles.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, I would say that this is currently the best version of Mercedes Moné we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
She shines with the Joshi style. And I don't know if it's her size because like I joke that I'm 5'6". I probably would not have had like like I probably wouldn't have fit in with a lot of the Joshi wrestlers. But God, I would have had fun over there. like
Hell yeah. Hell
like
yeah. Oh, they would have taken you and thrown you around that ring.
oh yeah,
You
like I
would have
like
been.
there. Some of them are like 5'1" and they would have been kicking my ass. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
like
Hell
because
yeah.
I've seen. I think I'm about the same size as Mariah May. So I'm like I've seen what they've done to Mariah. like holy
Right?
fuck.
Woo!
but
Height don't mean shit.
no, but God, is it like I feel like that's why I see a lot of I don't mean to bring him up again. Kenny Omega in Mercedes as someone who
Oh
has tried. to respect and learn other style of wrestling. And
Yes.
someone like a Will Ospreay and a
Yes.
Swerve Strickland and all
Yes.
like a Hangman, they've worked
Yes.
so hard to like expand themselves that it's
And
so
Athena.
obvious. And yes, I mean Athena's the American Joshi for a reason.
And Tony Storm with her bringing back all
It,
that like old school stuff. Yeah.
yes, it's.
Mm.
I think that is so important in the long term of wrestling succeeding and
Oh,
doing
yes.
well. I
Mm.
I think this training out what makes someone special is going to bite people in the ass. And
Yeah.
we were talking off camera before we started. I think the biggest person you can see that with is someone like Finn Balor, who is a shadow of
Yeah.
himself from when he first signed.
So I mentioned earlier that I watched the OSW review, their recent one. Anyone who knows will know exactly what it is. And when we came on this call, I had to express my absolute my mourning, I guess, of what I saw had become of Finn Balor. He
Mm-hmm.
just looks like a husk of himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that broke my
It broke
heart.
me. Yeah. It,
That
it
absolutely broke my heart because that injury all the way at the beginning, that was not his fault. I mean, it wasn't like Seth Rollins' fault either, but like it wasn't his fault.
no. And that's
Damaged him
and
for the
it
whole rest
it
of his run.
and I feel like WWE has continued to play it safe with him and not put
Yeah,
him on these amazing runs that he can do.
yeah,
And it stalled
it did. And when you go back to
everything
what
for
you
him.
mentioned before about the whole like they have their style and they want their style done in your way, but they want their style done in your way. They didn't want anything from Prince Devitt. They didn't want
No,
any of that.
and
None
mind you,
of that.
that's why they signed him. You like same with someone like Mariah. You signed her because of the woman from hell Hollywood ending Mariah May. And then you take that all away.
Don't mention a thing of it.
Like it,
Why?
it and then oh, for me it was they said like that even though I don't know if they're allowed to say it, given that AEW and New
Mm,
Japan have the relationship, I thought it was a little like cheeky on their part, was to say that AJ Styles is the definitive leader of the Bullet Club. No, it's Finn Balor.
it's Finn
Like
Balor.
it's Finn Balor, and I think that was such a disrespect to have Finn Balor there and not even acknowledge the fact that without Finn Balor there would be no Bullet Club.
That's got to break. I mean, that's got to break you. That's got to
Yeah,
break you when your
and
own job, like for the reason that you were brought over, and then they just
mm-hmm,
completely gloss over and just rewrite the history of what you created.
yeah, yeah. I also think there's I um my theory is that they don't really care about Finn Balor anymore. They've moved on from Finn Balor,
Didn't seem
but they
didn't seem like it from what I saw at all. Jesus.
they just want to keep Finn Balor on their roster because they know where he would go.
And why do they care? Like, why do they care? I don't understand why they care so
Because
much. It's so
competition is wrong. How dare there be competition? How dare wrestlers get paid fairly?
yeah,
And they're paying Finn. Like we were told that Finn Balor is being paid a shit ton of money to basically sit there and do nothing. And
yeah,
Finn Balor's probably happy with that. He's very happy with his wife. And
yeah,
but
yeah.
I and something we will discuss at a much later time
Hmm.
because it has not been filmed yet. I do think Finn Balor is going to eventually leave WWE and
Yeah.
have a little farewell tour on the places
Mm,
that made him, and that might be
mm.
a little year long at AEW. But I've had Finn Balor going to AEW since AEW started. I immediately saw
Yeah.
someone like Kenny Omega, and this is before I knew anything really about New Japan, like anything. I saw
Oh,
Kenny
yes, of
Omega
course it would have
wrestle,
been.
and I
Hmm.
said, "Holy fuck, Finn Balor would be." And then I was told,
Hmm.
"Well, you know they were in the Bullet Club together." I said, "No,
Yeah.
why would I know that?" Like,
I honestly expected him. I know you're like, hello, I'm very like open about the fact that I'm new to all this, okay? Like, don't talk to me like I've been fucking doing anything. I'm like literally just
I didn't
born.
know that. Bullet Club.
Give me a moment. I'm freaking newborn over here. That was then and this is now.
Yeah, this is
Um,
now. I have 3 Bullet Club shirts in my closet.
One of which she got from a charity shop, by the way.
Yeah.
Jealous. Jesus.
Actually, all
Um,
three, all three are from a thrift shop.
Yo, all three of them. I had to buy mine. But
And
no,
one of
no
them is
bullshit.
early. One of them is
Ooh.
I took
Oh,
I
yes.
took a picture and it was
Yes.
Finn Balor era, and that made me
Yes.
so fucking happy. And I was like,
Fuck yeah. Because that's history right there. That is
that is
bona fide
history. Like,
history right
I'm
there.
pretty sure it's a
Bona
Good
fide.
Brothers one. So like,
Oh,
I was
yes,
like, oh,
it
this
is.
is a
Yes, it is.
it is, yeah. So it's
Mm.
Good Brothers under Finn Balor, and I was like, oh, I love this so much. It may be literally, it is like a 4XL. It is a dress.
It's a biggie.
But
But that
but
never stopped anyone before.
I knew how old it was when I couldn't see the tag. I was like, this is
Yeah.
a this is quote unquote vintage Bullet Club. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I'm sure someone
I
would have paid
needed to.
heaps for that.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was going for quite a bit on eBay, and I was like, sorry, I'm buying this for myself.
No, mine. Thank you all. Thank you all. But no, honestly, I was expecting Finn. I've honestly been expecting Finn Balor for ages until it kind of realized that like that wasn't going to happen, and I just I kind of forgot about him for a little bit. Um, and yeah, like forgot about him as in like looking up like what he was doing and stuff. Like I know he was doing that. Fuck. What was the
Judgment
name of
Day.
that? That's the fucker.
Mhm.
Judgment Day. Terrible name. I mean, come on. When have they ever come up with good names? Um,
These
and
are the people
that
who think Adam Copeland's a bad name over Edge. So come on.
I mean, people only think that because they're like, oh, I'm not used to it. And
Aaron
yes,
King.
yes, I was also one that needed to take a little time to kind of be like, oh no, no, and change it over, but it's fine. It's great. It
Yeah.
works. Mm. But yeah, and it's just really sad to see him. And I know I'm projecting here, but and I know he's Irish, but he looked pale.
He
He
did.
looked like
Yeah.
all of the life is just not in him anymore. And that is not something that I ever thought I would say about Finn Balor, because every other
No.
time I'd seen Balor, that man's been full of fucking
Mhm.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I know this will be mentioned later podcast, but Finn Balor was my first favorite wrestler. Like, I
Yeah.
saw him appear as the demon, and I was instantly obsessed. I will, if I see Finn Balor merch out at like a thrift shop, I will buy it because Finn Balor was my favorite. I have a
Mm.
Funko Pop of him somewhere that I bought on eBay that was out of the box as the demon because like I love like you think I'm bad about Kenny Omega. I was not on anything when
You
I
ain't
was
heard
in that.
nothing.
You have not heard anything about my love for Finn Balor. Like, so watch. I remember when he got injured, and then I remember him coming back, going to NXT, and feeling like utter shit for him because I felt like that was such a fucking slap in the face for him.
I
Um,
believe they did that.
and then they moved him up, and it felt like a different Finn Balor. They dropped the
Yeah.
demon gimmick, which, let's
Yeah.
be real, the demon gimmick was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was him
Yeah.
or not, but I don't care. I didn't like that the demon gimmick was dropped. But he came back from that injury and he did not seem like the same person. I don't know if they told him to slow down, to change things up,
Maybe.
but
Maybe.
there was something so different about him. And
I could
I
see
had
them.
so,
I could see them restricting him on what he
yeah,
can do in the ring.
me too. I had such
Mm.
high hopes when he went to the Judgment Day, but then it felt like he was
Me
just in the Judgment
too.
Day to put over Damian Priest and Dominic
Yeah.
Mysterio. And it
Yeah.
just like, it was like, you have Finn Balor, someone who would have gone down as one of the best to do it
Mm.
if you didn't
Mm.
stall him after his injury. And that,
Mm. And
I
he's
get
a
that
great
injury was,
heel.
he's a great heel. He is so good at what he does. They could have let him. They could have done something when he came back from it. Whether he was scared to go all out or they didn't want him to go out, they could have done something. Because I mean, look at Kenny
Yeah.
Omega. Look at
Yeah.
Ibushi, who
Right.
is injured all the fucking time and is still willing to go out there and do what he does. And it's like, I'm gonna beat that 2 years. You just watch. I'll be back in the ring before 2 years.
The whole like he's like this after all this like thing from Tony and from my boss, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be back
I'm
in
gonna
two
do
years.
this.
And I'm like,
Like, you can do it.
yeah.
There's not a part of me that doesn't think that Finn Balor is like that. And it just sucks. So
It does.
I
It does.
I
I
don't
feel like he
think
was
if
clipped.
I because so going back to the Mercedes stuff, I think if
Yes.
Finn Balor does come into AEW, I think
Mm.
people are going to get very annoyed very quickly because I don't think he's going to be an easy transition because he's been stalled for
Okay.
so long.
Yeah, yeah.
But
People are
then
gonna
something's
probably
gonna click.
yeah. Mm.
Don't forget he's worked with a lot of the WWE AEW roster before. His Bullet
So
Club
much.
members are there with him.
Yeah.
He's worked with Kenny, he's worked with the Bucks. They will of course like help him out completely.
Hmm.
I think it wouldn't take as long as someone like Mercedes because I think Mercedes I feel like was the first big woman to come over. Yes, you
Yes.
had Tony Storm, you had Ruby Soho.
Yeah, but they weren't doing what they should have been.
Mercedes did. Yeah. Like Mercedes was at the top of WWE and came over to be the top of AEW.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that was she had more disprogramming to go through
Yeah.
than a
Yeah,
Ruby
because she was
Soho or
already
Tony Storm.
yeah, because she was already like telling them to fuck off already at the end of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, so I can see that kind of being an issue with Finn. But actually,
Mhm.
WWE just released Finn.
Come on, just let him go. Just let him go.
Let him go.
You know,
Let him.
the money you're saving on
You're
his
not doing anything.
no, the money you're saving on his paycheck, you could put towards perhaps not having your tickets so insanely high.
Yeah,
Just a thought.
yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure everyone would be okay with that.
Just a thought. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
that's a great swap. We'll take that
Yeah,
swap.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Every time there is a release, I secretly hope that Finn Balor is named.
I know, I know. Oh, I mean, that's kind of what I felt when I saw that Dakota had got left. I was like, I got released. I was like, oh, there's hope. There's actual hope. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always
Hashtag.
hoping that like sorry.
I was gonna say hashtag free Bailey, free Finn.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to jump in and say. Yeah, like we got to start a campaign like free Bailey, free Finn Balor, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Tony, why
Can
haven't
we
you signed Dakota Kai yet? What is
What's going
happening?
on with that? What's going on? An
I'm
inquisitive
pretty.
Kiwi would like to know the answer to this, please.
I'm pretty sure he's making sure that she's going to be there for a while.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I'm
I
sure
think
it's
he
all
doesn't.
business. Yeah, there'll be stuff
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's been the only one who hasn't, and it's only a matter of time before I think at this point Kyrian Cross signs. Um,
Yeah.
which you know
And you
what they
know
won me
what?
over when they said that they will fly the flag for AEW, and I was like, you know what? That's all I need. That's all I need to hear. If
Yeah.
you're
That-
willing,
That's exactly what I thought when I heard that.
but
Yeah.
imagine Karrion Cross and Finn Balor.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
They would work so well together. That'd be a brilliant little
Hmm.
like faction creation, like the beginnings of a nice little
Yeah.
faction going on there. Because I've always freaking loved Scarlet. I've always thought that Scarlet was of our best. And I have to say, when they got released, I wasn't like instantly like, waving the whole like, come over here flag. Because honestly, I hadn't really known what they had been doing much.
Yeah.
But the same thing as you, I watched that exact same interview and I was like, come to
Come.
us.
Come to us.
Live in the land of greatness. Come on.
You know what would be super fun? If they release Finn and he comes over and he can do a belt collector gimmick. And then we can break down the belts of Finn. We really just want Finn to be happy. Can you not tell that by
Yeah.
like
Yeah. And that's where all this comes from. We just want them to be happy. We see them not
yes.
happy. Because like there are other wrestlers that I would love to see like do other stuff, but they seem happy, so it's like fine.
Yeah.
But Bailey and Finn, after what I saw of Finn, they don't look happy.
I'm only happy. Yeah. Like
Woo!
I would love Io Sky to come over. But Io
Oh,
Sky is happy.
don't even
So
tease me with
there's
that.
I like
Oh.
I can wish and I can hope, but it
Yeah,
would go on death's ear because she is happy. And I
she's happy.
respect that.
Yes,
So
yes,
back to
yes.
Mercedes, you don't have to like her in AEW, but you have to respect her happiness because the Ultimo Monet is fucking happy right now.
Ultimo Monet is having like the best Ultimo Monet time of her Ultimo Monet life.
Was
I mean, look
and
at
do
this
you
happy face.
and I'm sorry, I mean, mind you, we have not seen the Beast Morto's face because he wears a mask and Mercedes and everyone has been very courteous of making sure his face is covered. But
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can only assume that he looks like a fucking gorgeous man under that mask because the look in her face lately is just, it's not about the belt. The girl is happy with everything. Like,
she's
she
happy with
has
her meaty man.
this beast of a man who's also a lawyer.
Might we are.
She is killing it at work.
Yeah, yeah. She's living her best fucking life right now.
Yeah.
And there's still more bouts to come.
Yes. Definitely going to assume we're going to have Belt 11 when she goes to Winnipeg.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely where Belt 11 is coming from. I have been meaning to do this, just do a little like heads up to see who their champion is at the moment. I'm not 100%. I haven't like looked into that yet, but I'm
I
very
haven't either
interested.
because it literally just occurred to me like,
Yeah,
oh my God, Winnipeg if you guys have not seen the Winnipeg promotion literally said like went off on someone who was like she's selfish. They're like,
that
you
was
know we're
beautiful.
getting something out of this too, right? Like this is not a
Yeah,
one-way
yeah,
street. Like shut
yeah.
your mouth. Like respect for
That was a
Mercedes.
beautiful
And
clap back. Yeah.
I was like, mic drop Winnipeg. The
Yes.
land of
Yes.
Kenny Omega and Don Callis.
Yes. Yes. Well fucking done, Winnipeg. Thank you so much. Because, yeah,
We
someone
love
needs
you,
to bloody
Winnipeg.
say it. We do. We
Yeah.
do. And freaking, sorry, I'm just flinging shit around and getting really distracted. My ADD is like kicking in, and I'm like, flicky, flicky, flicky. They just released, Body Slam just released the entire like match between her and Alyssa and Alice Inc.
Oh, I
on
saw
the
that. I was gonna watch
page.
that.
So like
Yeah.
if anyone is interested, if anyone needs a little bit more like convincing to see what's going
Yeah.
on, right there.
And you can
Right
also
there.
see her like tear up even when she loses to Mercedes and when Mercedes holds her arm up. Like just
That
like
was a
the
lot.
like these women are wrestling someone that got them into wrestling and someone that they thought they would never wrestle. It is
Yeah.
fucking huge. Like
Yeah.
Diana Strong literally also was someone who fucking cried after her match
Yes.
with Mercedes because it was
Yes.
her dream match. This was
Yeah.
her dream opponent and she got to have
Yeah.
it at her home promotion.
What I was just thinking. She didn't have to go anywhere. Mercedes came to her.
Her. And that is
And this is
what
another thing that's really pissing me off about this whole like people dissing on this whole like run. It's like, you're dissing those champions as
mm-hmm,
well, right?
yeah,
That like she's
yeah,
facing. You're demeaning what it can mean for them as
mm-hmm.
well. You
But
can't
no,
deny that being in these matches is like more learning than anyone could ever get in like
mm-hmm,
a year of training.
yeah. And and if you doubt that, go read the comments on my post of where like because I brought this up. I said, you look at something like Diana Strong and what Diana Strong has said, you look at what the promotions are saying. They're
Mm.
literally telling you that this means something to them. And
Yeah.
when you stop and you think outside your bubble and you get out of like, oh, well, I don't like belt collector gimmicks. And what are these like? These are nothing promotions. They're not nothing promotions. Joe Hendry was a part of fucking Discovery Wrestling. That's not a
Yeah.
nothing fucking promotion.
No,
Like, like,
it's rude. It's
it's
really rude.
rude.
And it's just like you're just regurgitating shit that like angry old white men say
Yeah.
in Booker T. Um,
And, oh, it's
you know,
really,
it's
someone
like,
else on TikTok was like, well, when's her next match? I said, well, actually, now that you bring that up, she's performing at CMLL on Friday against
mm-hmm,
Persephone. Oh my God, I'm giving up on
Persephone.
speaking. And on November 9th, she's back at Bestia. And they were like, oh, I didn't know that. I said, Google's free.
No, you didn't, did you? No, you just like made a little like me comment, and it's like, well, now you look like an idiot because all you got to
Yeah.
do is just Google that. That's how we
And
know.
I think that's something that's important to mention now because
Yes.
it's only just occurred to me like recently and
Oh,
has not
yes.
been brought up in
Mm-hmm.
other episodes is that
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these promotions don't have weekly shows.
No, they
They
don't.
have they have monthly, they have every other month. So the
Yeah.
fact that Mercedes is even showing up to some of the like if she's only showing up for one or two, that's still huge because one, they have to pay her. And yes, she is taking a massive pay cut to go to these, but she's
Oh,
still
yeah.
there to do a job. She
Yeah.
it's like they are making a ton of money by her being there, so they can
Yes.
offset that. But
Yes.
it's still a business for both of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
uh, but a lot of them don't have weekly and monthly matches,
No, 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 no. Hell no.
and I think
Hell no. None of them have like TV.
yeah. So like when you're saying, well, why isn't she defending them? Well, she does when they have matches. Very different with
Yeah.
Rev Pro and CMLL, but
Yes.
which she has been to multiple fucking times.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. Like
a
that's
prime
actually been
time,
happening.
yes, but a prime time, Bestia, Discovery, they don't
Mm,
have these weekly shows, so it's
no.
very different. So, and again, if you took 2 seconds out of your time to go onto Instagram and type in primetime wrestling, you would see even the positivity in the comments from their fans under
Yeah.
Mercedes' base post because they
Yeah.
are fucking excited.
Yes. And that's just the
And
most
again,
important. They're
yes,
fans of their shows because then their fans and more fans will come to see their
mhm,
shows.
yes.
Mm.
Like there is, I don't think I love Tony Storm. I don't think Tony Storm has the global name to have done something
No.
like this.
No, no,
I
not
think
at all.
maybe a Rhea Ripley,
Oh, yes. Yes.
but
Definitely.
unfortunately, WWE is just this big machine. And if you come
Mm.
from WWE, you are naturally going to have a bigger following
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
it is much bigger.
Yeah.
Mercedes also has the Star Wars connection and
Mm.
like acting
Yes. Yes.
connections.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes. I also
it
think like her ethnicity is highly important as well for
yes,
like
yes,
every other woman in the exact same situation as her,
hmm
you know, of being of a minority ethnicity to try and get yourself to like the top of anything, but especially this kind of
hmm
business,
oh yeah,
like especially like in the industry. And she also did it while sticking to her own guns.
hmm
And I think her ethnicity had a lot to do with people dissing her on that as well. I think her
yes,
ethnicity and
yes,
the fact that she was a woman
hmm
really, really fueled. I
there.
think it's fueled all of the hate, to be perfectly
Oh
honest.
yeah,
But it's
her
so
hate
important.
is definitely based in misogyny and racism. Because I don't
Yeah,
think Tony Storm or Rhea Ripley would
Rhea, no,
face the same type
no,
of
never,
comments that
no,
Mercedes gets.
no.
Um,
They just get the average body shaming comments, which is
yeah,
like,
they'll get those comments, but
yeah,
which is why this segment is so important to us because
so important, so important.
Mercedes is doing so much good, and it breaks my heart to see people like
Yeah,
attack her
yeah,
for just for literally trying to not just lift up women's wrestling, but lift up wrestling outside of major promotions.
Exactly. Exactly. You see these championships all the time.
Hmm.
All the time on everywhere she goes. All 10
Hmm.
belts go with her. And I know it's not like a defended belt, but it's also like this is the most we have ever seen the Owen Hart Cup fucking tournament belt ever.
Hmm.
Like we see it
Ever.
all the time, and that's never happened with either division of winners. It's
Mm-mm.
like you see it for maybe like a couple of weeks and then it's gone again. We see
Yeah,
it all the time.
all
So
the
just for
time.
that one inter promotion of the tournament is wonderful because it puts more
Yeah,
eyes on
and
that.
and I'm
And then
sure.
everything else
Why am I blanking on her name?
from where?
Owen Hart's wife,
Oh, Dr. Hart.
Dr. Hart. Oh my God, why am I blanking on it? I want to say Barbara, and I know it's not.
No, I wanted to say Samantha. I don't know where Samantha came from.
Tony Khan says it every time she's on TV.
In my head, I'm looking for the fascinator. But she's not wearing them anymore. So I
Martha! Martha! Martha!
Dr. Martha Hart. Everyone say it with us now. Dr.
Dr.
Martha
Martha
Hart.
Hart.
Martha Hart.
Dr. Martha
All right, we're
Hart.
not going to forget that now. Hey.
I'm sure, Dr. Martha Hart really appreciates Mercedes holding that belt
Yeah.
at that level.
Yes.
And I
Because it elevates it as well.
mhm. And don't forget, I think it was Dr. Martha who wanted Mercedes to win it. Um,
Nice.
I for some reason, maybe that's just my headcanon, but I'm pretty sure like that was something that was said that like I think
Okay.
Martha holds Mercedes in high regard. Um,
Hmm.
and like I would want Mercedes
I could
Monet's
see how
name
she would.
attached to her charity.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. And that's going all over the world.
yeah,
Everyone's
it's
seeing it.
yes, it's so huge. So I mean,
Hmm.
the point of this is just to take. Well, this was a very long segment on it that also turned into other things, but is to take
It's
the
what, yeah. I think
yes,
for what everyone is seeing as this first like little discussion about it, I actually think it was kind of a good thing that we kind of waffled
yeah,
on the whole thing for a little bit.
yeah,
You may come across as talk like saying the same things again and like the other episodes, but be kind. We've filmed all over
be
the place,
kind.
right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I know everything else is filmed in order except that we had the brilliant idea that we need to do a Halloween themed episode of zombies and
Yeah,
horror movies. So
yeah.
we rejig things, and that's okay. But I again, I think we just really want to stress the importance of actually listening to this section because what
If you
Mercedes is
listen,
doing,
yeah, if you listen to any of this show, please make sure it's at least these last bits because
yeah,
this means a
and,
lot to us
yeah,
to get
and don't
this
worry,
over to you.
I will be splicing. Well, I will be taking splices of them and posting them everywhere because I
You won't
have
get
now
away
made it
from
my
them.
mission that anytime someone criticizes this gimmick, you are going to hear my spiel.
Oh yeah. So look forward to that.
Yeah, I have now posted at least 3 TikToks about this because
I love it.
I will not shut up until I have convinced everyone to use their brain.
Use your brain. Use your brain. Okay? Yeah, no, you're gonna get sick of us going on about it until we don't need to anymore.
Yeah. Evil laugh. Meanwhile, I've been trying to post a Mercedes thing. I've
Oh yeah.
tried to post this when we first
Yeah.
started, and it's
Yeah.
at 65% because I forgot you have to keep TikTok open for things to post.
Ah,
I was like,
yeah.
wow, I have
Classic.
very little comments for something where I hashtag Mercedes Monet.
What's going
Not
on here? Is
really,
everyone in bed?
not really smart of me to be posting this close to 12 a.m. my time. I'm going to be going to sleep and I'm going to wake up to wildness. I
Your morning wake up is going to be fun.
I'm gonna be on my morning walk with my dog fighting with misogynist.
I'll be there with you, honey. Oh no, actually no,
Telling
I'll be
me
asleep. So
you'll probably be asleep at that point. with men telling me you don't know anything about independent wrestling.
no,
You
nothing
couldn't
about
you
independent
couldn't
wrestling.
name any of her matches. The fuck I can.
Oh
I've
no.
spent time looking at them.
Yes, I fucking can. Oh yes, I
Oh, I
fucking
fucking
can.
can. And I was called by Diana Strong because I just love Diana Strong's reaction.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
her like that whole promo she did leading into her match with Mercedes just made me like I when I need a happy cry, that's what I watch.
Yeah, yeah, because it definitely gives you a good happy cry. It's a real
It
feel
gives you a
good
good
moment.
happy cry. Yes.
Exactly. Oh, I happy cry all the fucking time. You know,
I love a happy cry. I mean,
I'm
I
a,
love a good
I'm a
sad
big
cry,
happy
but
crier.
I love a sad cry. I love a happy cry.
Yeah, yeah, because the sad cries, they're stingy, they're not that great. They make your
Yeah.
eyes feel a little bit irritated, but a happy cry, that's refreshing. That is
Yes. It's relieving.
refreshing. It is. It is. It is. It is. Oh, wow. I have had a wonderful time talking with you
I
today, Brooks. I hope
Me too.
you have all had a fun time listening to our
Yes.
gibbery of jabbers.
Yes. And just be prepared. There's going to be more madness. I think sometimes we're going to be a little bit more buttoned up. Sometimes we're going to be a little bit more wild. It's all the fun of the Books and Beck show. I
I
didn't
don't
mean
have
buttoned up like
buttons.
that. Well, I meant we're going to be a little bit more, like we have a lot of things we want to talk about, so we're staying on topic. And then there's other
There
times
may
where
be,
we're like,
yes.
we're going to be like, we're insane. And we're mad
You
here
wait for
today.
you wait for the episode that we recorded last week.
I
That's a
don't even
whole
remember
different
what happened.
kettle of fish.
I don't remember what happened last
Let's just say we were crawling the desert. We thirsty bitches.
week now. I have to look at my notes.
I don't think the notes would help, honey. They weren't in the notes. We made no notes about going in that direction. That's a fucking sure. With all of that, my absolute wonderful listeners, thank you so much for joining us. We love doing this show. We hope you love
We
doing
have
this
so
show.
much fun.
It's gonna be so freaking many of these episodes to come.
Yes.
I want to reiterate what we said at the beginning. Please, we mean all of that. We mean all of that.
Yes.
Come to us if you need anything,
Yes.
anything at all.
We
We will
will
be
be your
there.
big sisters of wrestling.
We will. We absolutely will. Because, well, I mean, I say this for me because you are like a newer like wrestling fan. What the fuck do
Oh,
you know? You
the
haven't been
worst. I'm the
I've been
worst.
watching it for like freaking yonkies donkeys. So I've wanted this for like ever. So if we can like give back by being supportive,
Yes.
that's the most
And
easiest thing
that's
that we
all
can
that.
do.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Exactly. So please like and also subscribe to the Don't Call Me Diva channel, which is where this wonderful episode is being hosted. Yes, we'll say that. Please comment down below, share with your friends, hate share if you want to, because engagement
Yes.
is all.
Yeah. We love all forms of engagement.
Love a good hate share.
Yeah.
Anything that's good for our algorithm. You can find me at Bex-Bested on Threads and Bex_Bested on Blue Sky. You can find
And you
books.
can find me at Books and Body Slams everywhere, including Reddit if you want to see me be insane sometimes on Square Circle.
It can be fun.
It
Then
can be
don't look
fun.
at the replies.
Yeah, don't look at the replies. And upvote me so my karma stays good.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you my handle on Reddit because no.
Yeah. See, I have two separate Reddit accounts. I have one just for wrestling.
And
I
on
smart.
that note, we will be bidding you adieu.
Adieu.
A goodbye.
A
A
goodbye.
goodbye.
A goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.